Starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to Warframe. It's been a while. We're going to be doing the newly released, I'm not going to call it DLC. Yeah, they're basically updates. They're like free DLC, but not quite DLC. They're interesting. Basically, the idea is... Well, it just gives us a synopsis right there. Long lost Zariman 10-0 has reappeared. A haunting song resounds across the system. Reluctantly, you're sent back to where it all began for an overdue confrontation with the past. We've already done the new war. I showed that off. After completing it, you'll be able to explore the Zariman within the Chrysalith Hub, housing a new syndicate. Okay. Ceremonial Incarnon weapons. Those are the new fancy weapons that they introduced. Bounties. Okay. So it's not open world thing? Similar to like Cetus? Dorma zones are also available. 3 new game modes: Void Flood, Void Cascade, and Void Armageddon. Void Flood will put your parkour skills to the ultimate test to subdue the corruption. Void Cascade challenges you to balance cleansing possessed exilizers while defending against void manifestations who look to sabotage your efforts. In Void Armageddon, both Grenier and Corpus have boarded the Zariman and are targeting its reliquary for destruction. Exquisitely twisted creations and their minions seek to do the same. The Focus and Eximus reworks are here. It's been a long time. Good to know. We'll have to check that out. Finally, there is the new Warframe, Gyre, which honestly to me sounds like Spin. We already kind of have that in the.
Getting tired of waiting.
That's cool, Ortis.
Patiently for your return.
You have new quests in your codex.
Operator, messages have arrived in your
Couldn't stop about thinking about how well you handled Snake. Made me wish I had a spare necromech that I could pass on to you. I don't. But here's what I do have: original Void Rig blueprints. We've already got a Void Rig, so that's fine. Not a word to Mother. Well, that's nice. Please reassess your focus schools to ensure that future battle calculations remain accurate. Okay. The Quills have also sent Radiant Eidolon shards that we've used. Huh. Alright then. Let's quickly check our balances real quick and probably switch out from our leveling frame to something a little bit more functional. Oh, it's gone gold. I could have sworn it was like a gray and beige, or gray and lighter gray, something like that.
Operator, did you hear that? It said
Physical damage increased.
Radiation is a riot.
Void slings. I don't know what that is. Contamination wave. Second ability emits a void wave lasting a few seconds that drenches enemies with void contamination, making them more vulnerable to operator damage. Okay. Makes all affected enemies 10% more vulnerable, while also making the effect last longer. Huh. I get the feeling... Yeah, inner gaze, passive waybound. Increases the amp effects. Oh, we can do the void beam now. Okay. So we, from what I can tell from that, that means that we can now do both the amp attack as well as the void beam that we had before. Because I don't think we were able to do that. Unairu. Madurai. Immunity to slow, stagger, and knockdown effects for 10 seconds after transferring between operator and Warframe. Okay, then. That could be really handy, actually. Huh. Warframe is invulnerable for 1 second after operator is down. Tap X as operator falls to bring the Warframe to the operator's location. could be really good. That would basically mean that you could go in as an operator, get bodied, and then just go ham on the Warframe for a little bit. That could be really good for survivability on the frame. 25% chance to clear transference stack on kill while reinforced return is active. That one kills shields. Okay. This would be freaking great. We also have some Zariman. Melee combo counter now decays while combat by 20 every few seconds instead of depleting completely. Okay. And I assume that the higher we get that, the better it is. Performing a slam as operator switches to Warframe and grants double combo gain for 5 seconds. Oh! Okay, so that would be basically just changing how you open up a combo. That allows you to switch quickly to a operator. Okay, so it seems like the schools are working more as like a... They've reworked it so that you're meant to pop in and out of your Warframe more frequently. Okay. That's certainly something. Void levitation. I wonder how this works. Well of energy. Okay, yeah, they kept the wellspring. Oh, but now you can also boost it, so that would be really good for a defense mission, so you can expand it and grant ability strength to those inside. Okay. These definitely look interesting. And finally, Zariman. Increases affinity radius. First one reviver, instantaneous. Additional ones are faster. Increases operator health, guardian shell. Huh. Gives invulnerability. When the guardian shell breaks, Warframe shield regeneration rate is increased, and regeneration delay is reduced. That can get really ridiculous. Squad regen. Huh. Well, we'll hold off on the whole focus thing. For now. We'll switch over to it later. After we do the thing. It's probably going to be pretty low level given this is a quest mission. So we'll go with Titania. Upgrade available? Yeah. 7 items ready to claim. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. I forgot I had these running. I do need to subsume these two, but that's for later. Shouldn't take us too long to go through the quest, right? Void plume pinions. From depths beyond reason, a voice has spoken, and its echoes would not be denied. No longer fully concealed by the ever-shifting void, the Zariman now rests between worlds. A haunting song resounds across the system. It is time for an overdue confrontation with the past. Go to the Zariman. It has a really cool statue. I like it. It's clear it's going with the whole Untime thing where you got 3 different copies, then something else in the middle. Let's see what we have here. Man, they're overriding Nora Knights. Radio waves. Alright then. Hello, 10-0. Yeah, there it is. That was a really cool effect, though.
Zariman. There is no life aboard.
Hello, Lotus.
And yet, all the system can hear it sing.
What does it mean?
The Zariman has returned to the origin system for the final time, Tenno. She is
Okay.
your rightful home, but she is beset by the nightmares of the void. It will be a daunting task, but if you are ever to reclaim her, it must be now.
I always knew that mess was going to come back and haunt me.
Heh. I do like the Drifter more than the Operator itself. We not... Okay, good. We can't actually switch back to our proper method of attack. Find the song's source. There's a Grenier Galleon nearby. Lovely. Just what we want. Oh, it's actually 40 to 45. Okay, then. That's hefty. That's not enough to really justify bringing in Hildren, because she can't... Well... She can get some of her abilities back, but not quite enough to make me really want to use her right now. Hildy's great, don't get me wrong, but... Oh, that is a cool loading screen. That's a really cool loading screen. Huh. So the Grenier have already been here, huh?
There's that familiar smell.
Yep.
Looks like the Grenier beat us here.
We got a Bulker here. Or is this a Furbolg?
The song is crowding me out.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Bulker to me.
Source alone.
We got a
So
Lisette.
what happens after that?
You will know. You are a child of the void.
Some Ogma. Is that a Lisette? It doesn't look quite like a Lisette. It looks like a, sort of like a skip version of the Lisette. Much smaller, made for like one person to go out into the void. Oh hey, we got a little... A Kuva Siphon. Naturally. Yeah, these are obviously just some sort of like a skip version of the Lisette. You have one person up here, and then you have two people just hanging around here. That's pretty awesome. You can almost imagine like a little tea set here or something. I guess they could also be considered like cargo carriers? I don't know much about the background of the Zariman. I only know the basics of it. I haven't actually read the comic that they did on it, but it is a really cool area. Heh. Nice. Yeah, might as well. Let's clear these filth out. They're not meant to be here. I really hope they rework Titania into a more usable frame. Because I really like her, but her abilities just aren't that great. They're functional, but they don't work too well. Can't go through there. Oh, this area is gonna throw me off so bad. It's got so many doors. I want to go through. Ooh, I want to go through all of them. Every last one. There you are. There we go. Blunts don't work if you got punched through, you see. Credits, alloy plating. There's a decent amount of materials here. Huh. Who the hell is that? Huh. Curious. There we go. Relying on my sniper rifle. That is some weird stuff. Huh. Wonder what the hell is that about? Nerds doing nerd things? Indeed. Also, hello, Inbound Whisper. Welcome to Warframe. They recently put out a new update called the Angels of Zariman, which is currently what we're up to right now. Also just taking a look around, because there's a lot of... I don't know. There's a lot of lore hidden in this sort of area. The Zariman is a... Oh, hello, Kua Siphons.
Going to have to scuttle the Zariman. Kuvans are dug in like ticks. Can't take any risks with this hellish place.
The Zariman is a massively lore-relevant area in Warframe. So there's gonna be a lot of things hidden in pretty much every nook and cranny. So how are you doing, by the way? Good, I hope? Already dead. Alright. Doing? That's good. Such strange containers. I'm doing pretty good. On Corroded Wings. That's a hell of a name. Huh.
That surge came from the reliquary drive. What are they doing down there?
Yeah, we're not going to be able to use our frame in there. Honestly, I do greatly enjoy Warframe's storyline, so a little bit more sounds great. What the bloody hell is that thing? Well, okay then. Abstract art attacks. Nice loading in there, Warframe. So where the hell are we now?
What happened? Am I?
Huh.
Dead? No, not you. This is not the homecoming we would have wished for you, but welcome home, all the same.
Huh.
Call me Quinn. We Holdfast are the last remaining crew of the Zariman.
Okay. Looks like they got some metal built into them.
You can't be. The crew all died.
The void creates.
Huh.
Death is merely a blank canvas.
Okay
We numbered
then.
5 not long ago. Poor Kira. The song broke down her resistance. She raised her voice in answer, and now she's one of them.
Okay.
Wait. Are you saying that thing I just saw?
Was Kira, yes. That form is what awaits us, should we fail to hold fast. The others were all like us, once. But in time, they all drank from that bleak reliquary. And now they scream in chorus to the void. The Zariman must be saved.
Welcome to the
Any idea
story
how
quest.
dangerous this ship is?
The Zariman has suffered, but she can still be a barricade against what is yet to come, if you stand with us. Help us keep her out of the hands of invaders like these Grenier. When you are ready, come to the lower decks. A void cascade is already breaking down what you accept as reality.
Okay, then. Okay, so some doors will only open to our operator, not our frame. That does make some sense. They wouldn't have Warframes as... Oh, no, they do open. Well, there goes that idea. Yes, diet cubes. Huh. I guess this is the Dorma zones, huh?
Listen, kid. Holdfast here. Quinn means well, but there ain't no stopping this. We're hungry, just like Kira was. Only a matter of time.
Hello, my pet.
Sooner Quinn admits that to himself, the better.
Okay, then Holdfast. Alright, new characters. Those must be our new, quest givers here. Or I guess bounty givers. Ah, that is cool. Uh-oh. Nice. What's up there? Oh. Well, that's nice. This place looks rather tranquil. Huh. I wonder what this is. Must have been some sort of like, gathering space. Huh.
Right on time, like always.
Who?
I can't wait to see what we'll accomplish on the
Oh, it's
Zariman
the cephalon of the ship.
Do you have a Zarium accolade for me?
Huh.
No? Well, I'm sure you just temporarily misplaced it.
Huh.
No Zarium accolade? Don't worry. It has to be around here somewhere.
Zarium accolade.
Don't fret about losing your Zarium accolade.
What the hell
Just
is that?
remember, things are often right where they're supposed to be.
Huh. And then this is where our Lisette will dock, yeah. Alright, so this is definitely the hub, as it were. God, I don't know why my voice broke there. But, I see. So what the hell is a Zarium accolade? Some sort of, like, Scholastic Achievement Award? Hello. That's, what's her name? The Octavia Cephalon. Those are all the notes for Octavia. Huh. Or maybe that's something where you play the Shazin. The, built-in instrument for Warframe. Alright, so we can navigate
When the
the
Grineer
Zariman.
restarted the damaged reliquary drive, they unleashed a cascade of void contamination. Void manifestations from beyond the membrane. We've come to
Okay.
know them as Thrax. They will attack and possess our exolizers, making the units spread void contamination instead of cleansing it.
Ah. Okay, so we need to prevent that. That makes some sense.
Contamination's messing with transference.
Damn it. The void has taken this exolizer. It's making the contamination worse.
There we go.
You wield the void. Try to purge it.
Okay. You're a big guy.
Barely set foot aboard the Zariman. Yet the void has seen something like them before. These half-made manifestations mirror them,
Huh.
but a different them.
Same old story. Grineer ghosts on my trail. No matter
Facts.
Cascade receding.
Possessed Exilizer deployed. Got him. Thorax Plasm. That's certainly a new resource. So we need to pop all the little void holes. Then force them out of hiding.
We all bear the trauma of what happened on the ship. But do you remember her promise? To build a new world without strife, violence, or poverty.
We can talk about it sometime when I'm not fighting for my life, okay?
Alright, I might need to get a bigger, a better Warframe here.
Exilizer succumbing to void possession.
Maybe. Yeah, just a bit. Cascade undetectable, huh? I disagree.
Exilizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
There we go.
Keep any rolling thrax away from that Exilizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud.
I'm not doing too hot right now. Wonder what that overshield is.
First Harvest Festival? Children laughing in the agrobiomes? I wait for what could have been.
Yeah, I remember. The singing, picking fruit under those warm lights.
He sounds a little.
Purple with Lofferberry juice.
What the hell is that?
You really think things could have been different?
Exilize is used.
Quinn! What's happening?
The contamination. It amplifies the
Okay.
sound. We're running out of time. Contamination levels going in the wrong direction. That Exilizer is working for us now.
Alright. Take on our more defensive form. Yeah, we are not set up to handle this properly.
A void manifestation is possessing an Exilizer.
That's nice. I can't stop that right now.
The cascade.
We might have to upgrade our frame a little bit. Use somebody like Lavos. Void Gel Orb. That's new. What the hell is Void Gel? Oh, cool, we got some focus. Alright, so that's a good way to farm up focus. I don't know why the Grenier are helping them. They wouldn't want void contamination, would they? Right? Why would the Grenier want void contamination? Why are they here?
Contamination spreading.
Deal with that. Yeah, you can't fly, can ya? So we're just gonna give you the old razor flies treatment. Got him. Okay, so taking out the Thrax is what gives us focus. Cool. Now we need to wait until they get into the field to properly make use of the device. Huh. I don't know, maybe the blunt? Come on.
Cascade subsiding. I no longer detect new void manifestations.
Cool.
It is safe to stand down.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to upgrade.
Turn to the chrysalid.
I underestimated this. Switch to something a little bit more effective. The Rubico is not gonna be very useful here. Unfortunately. That's nice. Tumessia will be back. Huh. Okay, so there's a new, well, sort of faction. The Thrax. Now we're gonna have to pay attention to. Okay. Thrax Plasm. Found in the remnants of Thrax Void manifestations, this plasma has several surprisingly practical applications. A sample of ambient void energy distilled into a neutral state. Huh. Okay then. Sure. Hello there.
You must understand, the Zariman is yours now. You inherited it, along with the duty to protect it.
Well, I reckon she could fend for herself.
Screw
I'll help
this.
with whatever crisis you've got going on here, but that's all. I
Screw
am
this.
not looking for
I'm
another
out.
prison.
Wait. Listen. Void Flood. Get to floor Sigma D7.
What?
Archimedean Yanta will direct you from there.
An Archimedean? Okay then.
Aren't you a fascinating anomaly? Anomalies.
Huh.
Oh, right. Explanations. When consciousness and void come together, it makes
Okay.
a thing. For example, me. Not nearly as fascinating as you, though.
Yeah.
Huh.
We covered conceptual embodiment, TA.
I need to leave the chrysalith and change out our loadout. Something a little more useful, you know? Stop the void flood, yeah, that's the intention. Something not titanium. Murder circle, that's the wrong type. I'm gonna quickly modify this loadout so it's proper. That would be Equinox. Can't have it, you know, being wrong. Fence frame, farming frame, beach frame, leveling, titania dragon, Serpentaire, Meg meat grinder. Meg would allow us to do some things, yeah. Sure, we'll go with Meg. She's got an Ignis. She can strip armor. She can strip shields. Plus, she looks like she fits in. So we should be good. So an Archimedean, those are the scientists of the Orkin, if I remember correctly. Or at least that's part of what they are.
Kira called them angels. But then what does that make us? We gestated in the belly of the Zariman beast, same as them. Woke when we heard those words call us, same as them. But we aren't like them.
Huh.
And I'll be damned if we don't go down fighting. Right?
The angels are tearing through the Albrecht membrane. Void is flooding in through the ruptures they've created.
The Albrecht membrane. Albrecht was the guy who actually managed to figure out how to get into the
The
void.
Zariman's automatic fighter blast system is damaged and overwhelmed. Seems its designer, me, neglected to envision a situation like this. We need to resort to manual application. Gather up nearby fighter blast and stuff it in the ruptures.
Okay. So we need to collect a bunch of this stuff. And that'll give us access to the ability to close this membrane. Okay, so it's a resource gathering mission. Alright. I can do that. Sure, why not? What the hell are you? That's new. Let's strip some of that armor. We're at 25%. We can acquire more. We're at 30%. We're at 2%. How high can we kick this up?
I think you're carrying enough, don't you? Bring it to a rupture.
Shield. Oh, so you can carry a
The void
bunch
can
of
get
it.
creative in some pretty unpleasant ways. The deeper the void flood gets, the weirder it'll be for you. Sorry.
Void complications
Do that
eliminated.
enough times, and you'll keep the Zariman high and
Okay, so
dry.
it's basically bailing out in space. I imagine somebody like Zephyr or Titania could actually do really, really freaking well on this. What is that? Huh, pretty big. Gather enough, get back to the area. Or to avoid, and shut it. That can be arranged. So we can only hold so much.
Yonta, I know you two never saw eye to eye. But Kira was right. This ship stood for something once.
Huh.
Oh, the Oracle draped her in all their hollow pride and pomposity. But to the ordinary families, she meant hope. Earth was ruined. Mars arid. Lua fractured. Tau would have been a chance to begin again. We shall not fear to take the leap across the gulf to fair.
Though all betwixt is dark and deep, a home awaits us there.
Oh.
Yeah. We really thought we'd make it.
Here comes the Thrax. Whatever the hell those are.
As bad as it could be. It's Kira. She's mutating, heading straight for the reliquary drive.
Huh.
We won't be able to resist her song. She knows us too well.
You can hold out.
Thrax Legatus.
I know you can.
Let's just roast it. Good luck dodging this.
Well, that's one less void elimination to worry about.
Thrax Plasm.
Well, look at you. Saving the Zariman.
Heh.
Again.
Huh. Okay, so we got point defense and futzing about with that. And we also got the bailing out the ship missions. Okay. That's not bad. Not bad at all. God, this is eerie.
We've lost too much time. Those idiotic Grineer are cracking the shield on the reliquary drive. The angels are heading there to feed.
I'll stop the Grineer. And Kira, too.
You're really going to try, huh?
Naturally.
Okay. Caballero can show you how to use the old deployable defenses.
Huh.
You'll need them.
Are we doing tower defense? Protecting the reliquary drive with a bunch of deployable defenses. That sounds like tower defense to me.
This can only in one of two ways. We die or we change. Promise me after we're gone, you'll take care of the Zariman.
I promise. Don't worry, Quinn. I won't let you suffer.
Huh. The Oro works. Oro is the... I don't remember exactly what it is. few things, but it's how the 10 will prevent death.
only wanted ceremonial weapons on the Zariman. But for something as important as the reliquary drive, they built in 2 little security guarantees. Auto-fabricating armaments and exodampers.
I don't know what that is.
Exodampers suppress enemy combat ability.
There we go.
We need to defend our exodampers and our reliquary with armaments. Got that? We use Argosine to build the armaments. I marked an Argosine drop on your radar. Think you can
Argosine.
manage to find it?
Okay. The hell is an Argosine? I mean, it sounds like argon.
Hey, Yanta. How many of those big finger relics are out there, do you think?
Well, fewer than there used to be.
Yeah, fair enough.
So long as the originals are still safely sealed away, of course.
Oh, he marked a... Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. I went straight to A. That would be best used with Gara to help protect. Oh, Jesus. Is that Kuva? It kind of looks like Kuva. And there's just a giant frickin' finger. Argosine acquired. Oh, that's a lot of...
You're a natural.
Huh.
Now, I'm sure you want to go crazy building armaments all over, but you cannot do that. You need to use sockets.
Spooky.
Go find the socket that appeals to you most. Your socket. The socket that was meant for you. And build something dangerous in it.
Okay. Baradon, arc lightning turret that can strike multiple targets at once. Minigun turret that focuses on one target at a time. Bazooka.
Oh, mercy me. I do believe you've got the hang of this, grubber.
Huh.
One more thing. Enemies coming through Aura Works are always helping themselves to our Argosine. So feel free
fair
to
enough.
take it from their cold, dead hands.
So we can set up more guns here. Who the hell are you?
I found something. This is fun.
Okay then.
Look at me.
Sure. I know that the exodamper is getting broken, but I don't care at the moment. I kind of want to know what the hell this is.
Over here. I found something. This is fun.
Sure. Okay, buddy.
Look at me. Follow me.
What are you?
Come this way. Over here.
No.
Something.
Enemy heat damage active.
This is fun. Follow me.
What is this?
Come this way.
Oh, it just shows you to... Really? The offering. Well, that's annoying. Ah, well. I was hoping it went to, like, something a little more secret than just a semichord. Ah, well. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool idea, but... if it went to something a little more... you know, spooky. Yeah. Ah, well, what are you gonna do, right? Alright, straight through to here. Oh, hey, they finally reached here. Cool. Thankfully, we can pretty easily break their shields without much issue. Or rather, their armor without much issue. Drop a Mazika. Get a little bit of material to work with. Alright. Not seeing any Argazine around. Who the hell is that? Albrecht? Huh. I recognize that helmet shape. Huh. Paramazica. Giotica, huh? Pistol launchers. Fair enough. The exodamper is mine. That Meg could be pretty helpful here, pulling in all the Argazine really easily. Interesting. The XMI certainly seem to have been modified pretty heavily. Yeah. They got some sort of overshields now. Which is a little interesting. What the hell? Huh. The dodecahedron, eh?
She's here. Poor Kira. You have to stop her. You have to try.
Okay, that is a full-on... That is a beast. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, Jesus. So she can force you out of your frame pretty easily.
Don't bother trying to hurt Kira's angel form now. She's pulled her essence back into the...
Huh.
Gonna have to follow her in there.
Oh, Jesus.
That's her. The real Kira.
Ethereal
Don't
Void
take her out
Angel.
here. She'll heal. Those orbs will redirect any damage you can do. Try throwing yourself through them.
Nope. Right back in. How do I deal with you?
Kira's almost recovered. You need to put her down.
Got it. Got ya. Okay, so
Over for us. Fight on. And remember who
you have to
we
do
once
two
were.
different fights
We shall
against her,
not
eh?
fear to take the leap.
Quinn! Quinn!
There we go. It's a real shame we can't finish her like that when she's stuck in her downed animation.
Quinn? Anybody?
What is that?
Damn it.
Void Plume Quill.
Tenno, the song has quieted. I am no
Huh.
longer reading Void Distortion. What have you found on the Zariman?
Just ghosts. I think we all lost today.
Huh. Capture that pulls enemies in. Oh, I see. Okay then, that was certainly something. Not sure how to feel about that. This is just introducing you to the new bounty area, huh? Huh. I guess that is one way to tutorialize it. A Void Plume Quill, a symbol of genius fallen from Void Angels long ago. Huh.
You got a minute, Tenno?
Who the hell are you?
Membrane still holding. For now.
Oh, okay, there's the Archimedean. Archimedean Yonta.
Buy stuff, kill stuff, repeat.
Yeah, it's really creepy how they got that silvery
Only
sort of...
place to find decent weapons on this void-forsaken ship.
He's the kick gun guy. Oh, hey, Quinn.
Quinn! Huh. You're still you!
We changed. Oh, we drew power, but from a very different source. You have noticed, it's not just the reliquary that can work miracles with the void, yes?
Okay.
I wonder, do you even know just how brightly you shine?
Yeah, you say that. But this place, I can't forget what it's put me through. Everyone through.
So, remember, like we remember Kira. There was a place in this park where she used to love to sit. I think
Alright.
perhaps it would suit a memorial.
Visit Kira's memorial. That's nice. Light globes. Well, that was quick. He's now built Damon Bridge and a fortress against what is yet to come. What do they mean by what is yet to come? Well, that was quick. What the hell is Kira, anyways? Huh. Okay, new hub opened up.
Everyone pulling together. Glad you decided to stick around. This place, the Chrysalith, was meant to be a sanctuary. Now it's a war room.
Heh.
We're fending off Grineer raiders.
Corpus salvage, of course.
Of course. The Void Angels. Taking our home back is going to be a long, hard fight. I mean to make use of your exceptional talents wherever I can. Come and see me whenever you're ready for a bounty assignment.
There we go, he's the new Kanzu.
We can remember much of what happened, but the time of the accident is clouded for us, like cryofog. It is as if the void had to erase in order to create. There's material the angels secrete that functions like Aya.
Oh.
Yonta believes our lost memories are in there.
We know what Aya is. So Aya was a form of liquid, basically liquid memory. You could store information into it, and then retrieve that information later. It's what the Iotans
We
use.
should be doing more to recognize your work.
Void plume, barbed and half real, shed by a void angel. Huh. Watcher. Guardian. Seraph. Angel. Okay then.
Let's go forward in mutual trust.
5 of them.
We should be doing more to recognize your work.
Really?
Let's go forward in mutual trust. We should be doing more to
Oh,
recognize
it's only
your
ever going
work.
to show that one. What sort of bounties we got? Weapons only extermination, Halico perimeter, minimize void contamination, 2 Volcomans. Okay, so that's what we use to upgrade our standing. And then there's also the... yeah. Argazines. Kill 5 enemies as operator. Use 5 exilizers, keeping meteor above 50%. Keep complete mission without abilities. And there's all the jar bits. And Trotty lanterns. Or lanthorns. A ceremonial beacon used to map void locations onto real space. Huh. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's gonna be a lot. Alternox. Gyro's signature weapon has 2 fire modes. Primary fire shocks enemies with electrical orbs. Alternate fires a large ball of electricity that sticks to any surface and pulses electricity before it explodes. In Gyro's hands, it has a small amount of multi-shot. A Void Plume Vein. A Void Plume Crest. And then there's Gyre from that. Jesus.
No
That's gonna be a lot.
Travel well.
We may want to use Hildren for a Steel Path version of that. Let's see what the hell this dude has for us.
Weapons with a touch of the void. I'm not here to be your friend.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure why I'm here at all, but I'll keep you alive. These used to be museum fodder, ceremonial, and all that golden piss talk.
We're taking out the...
Real weapons, void touched.
You got a machine gun, I'm taking out the flintlocks.
Not conversation pieces. They are for killing. We good?
Yeah. Evolve Incarnon.
Carnon weapon first. Okay, tool up.
Latum. During parades and victory marches, the Latum fired pigmented airburst rounds that rain onto festive Orcan crowds. The Orcans sent Latum with the Zariman so they could properly celebrate a successful main voyage to Tau. There would be no such celebration, but the Void imbued the Latum with a much more explosive capacity. The Fenmore. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. The Praetos. Fenmore. Zariman colonists originally intended to use the Fenmore in burial rites. In Orcan society, the higher the rank, the greater number of volleys for the deceased. Its stock is carved from Fenarius pine, a tree designed to release seedlings only onto scorched earth. In the hands of the Void, the Fenmore becomes darkly aggressive. The Praetos. The Orcan elites admired farmers in conquered regions because they learned to fight with modified farming tools despite being forbidden to own weapons. For their voyage, the Zariman were presented with Praetos in recognition of Zariman tenacity. The Void reinforces the strength of the spirited individual by fortifying the Praetos.
Admire all you like, but even my stay sharp.
Talk to me. Before you ask, no, we can't move the ship. Something I wasn't sure existed has burst through the Albrecht membrane, and right now the Zariman is plugging that hole. Pop her out, and we'd see void storms from here to Mercury.
Oof.
Which would be fascinating, if memorably horrible. Anyway, feel free to bring me anything you think I might be interested in.
Okay.
That's all.
Is she the standing dispensary? Yep, she's the standing dispensary. Void Angel's living feather ripped out in combat. Huh. An ornament. Kuva. Huh.
Reconstruction of the past is possible.
That looks really pretty. I want it. Yes, please. And yeah, we don't have another one, so we can't.
Always come back. Yes. Goodbye for now.
That is really pretty. I wonder if you could use them to remake a Void Angel.
Come on by. Push your feet up.
Hi.
Welcome. If we'd ever made it to Tau, I was gonna be in charge of the homesteading.
Ah.
Getting everyone kitted out for their new start, you know? Well, you remember how that went. Shoot for the moon, land in a bucket of piss.
Heh.
So, in memory of the woman I was back when I was alive, I'm helping folks set up their homes here now.
Okay. Dormazone dispensary. Void shells
No
and
need
seams.
to limit your imagination. These selections are void wild.
Is that the woman from that one video with the liquid tinfoil cooling into their face? I haven't seen that video, but yeah, they got like the liquid tinfoil cooling on. It's really weird. Holdfast material structures are imbued with the Zariman spirit of discovery and innovation. Material structures are exclusive to void shell skins. Oh, these are to... Hello, hello, Holy Spokes. How you doing? I almost said hello, Axel. How you doing? Zariman empathy... Oh, so they shell out the scenes for the Captura. You're alright? Fair enough.
Buy me! Buy me! Listen to that. You made the stock sad.
Okay, then.
Little bit of everything here.
We did already do the actual, like, story quests, so there was that. Unfortunately. Fallen. Haven't really found anything to do today? Well, you're welcome to hang out with us. Albrecht Yonta, okay. Of course they got a ballast portrait.
I nearly had ya. You take care now.
Huh. It seems like they mostly put the work into making new tile sets for the Zariman, which is, I mean, I'm not against that. But it's a lot shorter than the new war, only like an hour's worth of content sitting in here. For story-wise, at least. For story-wise. Still, pretty solid. The moon. Not bad. Sleeping quarters. Oh hey, there's the Duviri paradox horse things. A Kavada Kubro. Some somatic fibers on the left. I don't know what the middle or right one is, but that's interesting. And there was a Cephalon who mentioned a accolade. I don't know where the hell that is, though. Or what even is the purpose of that. They wanted an accolade for something. They didn't really say what, though.
Are you enjoying the view?
Yes, Ordis. Thank you.
You got a minute, Tenno?
Alright, let's do some bounties. Why not? They did recently release the new Warframe Gyre as well, in time with this. So we might as well try to go for her parts.
Come on. Plenty need seeing to. Please remember that your presence is enough to revive us. We won't ever leave you drained.
We're gonna go for the Gyre blueprints for the moment.
Who the Zariman belongs to.
Because unfortunately we don't really have the standing to really buy anything, nor do we have the, nor do we have the, standing to really pick up some of these weapons. But we'll get some of these, steadily. Work without Warframes.
We need to take back this ship one room at a time. That means getting back control of the
There we go.
network. That little data mask will scrub a whole sector clean if you can get it to the right port and let it work in peace.
Alright, Hombask. Interesting, so that now shows us where it's gonna go. There we go. I do appreciate that it shows us now where it goes. There we go. Just need to make our way over here, and we should be able to use Meg to hold this place pretty well.
You know what to do. Okay, scrubbing the system.
Yeah, so this is just point defense then. Alright. There's no apocalypses going on right now. But yeah, I'm thinking for the Steel Path mission we can rely on A, other people helping out, and B, Hildren being an absolute unit. If any Warframe's got my back, I know Hildy's got my back. Huh. These terminals look a lot more utilitarian than what the Orkin had. That's nice. We're a little over-equipped for this one. I'm hoping we just get the gyro thing immediately. Come on, Zariman, you can do it. So it looks like the Zariman has some optional secondary objectives that we can do. Terminal? Okay, then. Well, you tried, DE. It is a new release. I'll say that much. So, well, a little bit of bugginess is expected, but at the very least we can take a look around. What is this? Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Okay, so if we want to fill them all up... Hey. God damn it. I don't know what this is, but I want to know. Hey, there we go. Some void gel, okay. Solidified void. What's down here exactly? Might as well make full use of this, right? Huh. So that's how we find them, then. We can just find them in the random spots of the ship. Looks like there was some holdfast here at some point. We got some little hammocks going on. Huh. Maybe those 4 weren't the only ones that were around. there were more. And then they all succumbed. Because the idea is that the song that was playing would basically drive them insane and turn them into monsters. So maybe that's the idea behind that. Basically showing that yes, there were more, but not anymore. Yeah, okay, it's bugged to hell and back. We gotta get back to the main area. Shouldn't take us too long to get back, thankfully. Let's exit the chrysalis and go back in, see if we can get into a proper session that's actually functioning. Hopefully. Yeah, that's nice. We did get a void plume vein, though. Or not? Okay.
Kid,
Huh.
when someone's gone, the part nobody talks about is that you have to choose how you're gonna remember them. There were people on
Okay,
this
then.
ship who loved you. You're never gonna forget what happened here. But you owe it to them and yourself to remember all the other days too. Protect those memories. Protect the Zariman. When you're ready,
Some
to
advice
start
and something
making
to wear.
This place a home. Come see me.
Void shells. Don the morphic material created in the Zariman void jump. Okay, this material manifests chemical structures from liquid to stone. Interesting. That's certainly something. So, the morphic material that was created in the Zariman void jump, that kind of explains what the hell the morphic metals are from. I guess those came about because of the Zariman incident? Huh. What the hell does that mean? So, the Mark of Arlo's devoted. Singularity, double tap. All those are pretty solid.
That's all from me.
The Greenway. The Aura Works. Tuval Commons. A Review Arc. Okay. Alaco Perimeter. Well, we might as well help out with these, shall we? They're all 50 to 55. And then the Dorma Zone, of course. Naturally. Let's do it. Hopefully we can do this pretty easily. So we got a few new nodes to pick out and deal with the Zariman. It seems like it might be one of the more functional leveling up areas because it's just a higher level.
Corpus attack inbound. They're targeting the reliquary and the angels will take notice. Build armaments, safeguard the exodampers, and keep the drive stable.
Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to
Enemies will
find...
hit our exodampers first so they can fight unimpeded. Then they'll target the reliquary drive.
Exodamper B, alright.
Brace for a fresh wave.
That is funky.
You'll need Argosine. I'm sending you a canister now.
There we go.
You got some Argosine?
I hope it's shared.
Defensive ordnance complete.
It does seem to be shared. That's a Mazuka, that's a Zapper. Alright. Cool. A cryogenic exodamper and a movement exodamper, eh? Break shields, and then break faces. Does get a... Wait, was that a... Oh, hey, there's a Dax hologram in there. Interesting. Are you going to do that thing again where you do Warframe for the beginning, you have to scream in the, stream and then cycle games again? Probably not. I do intend to go through all the content that we can. That'll be the bounties as well as the nodes here. If you don't want to stick around for the entirety of Warframe, by all means, that's absolutely fine. I completely understand. Mostly just kind of curious about this, any sort of weird stuff that we can find in here. Any other lore bits, you know? That is a solid wall. Mostly because, honestly, I am kind of interested in the lore of this game's universe. I don't know what it is about it, it just kind of interests me. Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. If you want to head out, by all means, feel free. Nice to have you, even if it's just to like pop in and check out what's going on, you know? Although, given this is a single, like, hour's worth of content that they really added in for story, we're probably going to be switching back to Exanima for next week, so... Okay. Hello, tree. Don't worry about that. Pop some shields.
Exodamper clear, hostile forces.
It was cool popping in? Fair enough. Thank you very much for popping in. I hope you have a wonderful day, friend. Ancient Healing Spectres, always nice. Well, thank you. There we go. I'll try to avoid just kind of bullet jumping directly into walls, but you know. Warframes can be hard to control sometimes. Yes, Meg Bubble. Meg Bubble go burr. Let's throw down a Ferrodon here. Mostly because they fry Corpus units pretty well. Void Gel. Break their shields with ease. And a Mazooka. It seems like people are still trying to figure out like how to properly use all these devices. Looks like the Farazan isn't exactly the best range, but its ability to just fry shields is very nice. I wonder how the rework of the Eximus works. Void Angel manifested.
Reading Void Angel's signature, heading right for the reliquary.
Alright, let's go grab that. Spooky boy. Yeah, they're fine. They got this down pretty well. There we go.
The angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it.
Oh, I know.
You can't hurt it while those dimensional orbs are out. Use
Ah, I see how that works. Ah, shields. There we go. There's one part broken. Let's get a Mazooka to help us out here. Ravenous Void Angel.
Don't even think of throwing in the towel now.
Base complete. And we got a Void Plume Quill. Those things are really cool. I really like the Void Plume stuff. I don't know what it is about them. They look almost like abstract art of like of a weapon. They just look really cool.
Topping up nearby Argosine.
Looks like we only got 2 people hanging out now. Oh well. We can do another round and then call it a node completed. Mostly because, holy hell, our shield killer is pretty effective. So it seems like the Grineer and the Corpus take turns attacking the Zariman. This is certainly interesting. Overguard and Incendiary. I wonder if you could do this without ever actually using your gun or abilities. I imagine it's possible, just really freaking hard. Oh, well that's boring. Okay, so they don't have the usual only part of the party bails effect here. That kind of sucks, but oh well. What you gonna do, right? And it always deposits you back into the chrysalis.
Talk to me. This place is like an embassy, playing host to misfit realities that were never chosen. Whatever damage time has done, we can undo it.
I see.
Yes. Goodbye for now.
So... what's this for? Suda, that was her name. Cephalon Suda. It looks kind of like her...
Everyone pulling together.
area.
Void cascades on multiple decks. We've got our work cut out. Go and visit hell upon them.
Yep. Let's just go deal with this. So the Eximus reworks, how the hell do those work? Because they seem to have some sort of like overshield effect. I don't know how to break through it. Do we have to slam him, or... that might be it. Slamming him might actually help with dealing with that problem.
Terminal in sight. You know what to do.
There we go.
Okay, scrubbing the system.
So Thrax are Grineer in nature, eh? There we go. We did the optional quest. That's all that matters.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
Huh. So they expect us to see a lot of Thrax plasms, eh? Fair enough, I suppose. Thrax the goddess. So then how do we sling?
Job done. On to the next.
Wonder how that works. Okay, that guy's just got his laser beam. Cool. Hello there, Scabtoons. Welcome to Warframe. They just recently, by recently I mean today, ooh, Void Plume down, put out a new update called Zariman's Angels. So we're mostly just hanging around and trying to figure out that. Ah, sneaky. There we go.
There's a terminal. Plug in the thingy and keep it in one piece.
Now, note this is we already did the story missions. It only took like an hour, unfortunately. But we're going to continue going through Warframe for now. We'll go back to Zariman next week. So don't worry about that. Well, that's hellish. Damn, people already have the max rank, huh? That is impressive.
Nearly done.
That or they just went and bought the bundle. But yeah, the Zariman's Angels takes place pretty much entirely on the Zariman. Farming all day OP. Pretty much. Might as well just bop their shields, because we can. Looks like we got another mag here. Go figure. It takes place entirely on the Zariman and kind of, therefore, has a bunch of story relevance. God damn, that guy is good at finding downs. Wonder how he's gotten so good at finding these things. Mostly because the Zariman in general has a ton of story relevance. Oh good, we got a Void Angel here. They look like a penguin. What, the Void Angels?
Angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop it.
There we go.
You can't hurt it while those
Behold, abstract art attacks.
Use your void body to absorb them.
I don't know what that effect is. Angel's mad.
Break it down, body and soul.
Now let's avoid that. And right in. There we go. The things are picking up, yes. Yeah, fair enough, yeah, they kind of do look like abstract penguins. I personally think they look a lot more like somebody tried to make abstract art of a dagger or something. But that's just me.
Okay, scrubbing the system.
There we go. Yeah. Now it's up there. Let's deal with that real quick. There we go. And I'll put it down for now.
Nearly done. Keep
Welcome to the void.
Now it'll stay.
There we go. Void plume pinions. Not quite real, but still real enough. There we go. Every time we take out those Thrax, we get some focus. They did a rework of the focus system, where you could give yourself passive buffs. It used to be incredibly grindy and obnoxious, but they made it a lot less so.
I'll send some cleaning drones in and get it ready for use. You did good.
Oh, that's cool. You can use those orbs to warp back to base. Not bad. Oh, they're doing a bit more exploring, huh? Well, we can leave them to it. Why not? Let's go find some items with them. Yeah, the place is absolutely littered with collectibles. You can find Void Plume down, Void Plume pinions, all sorts of stuff. Melt them down with shield, eradicating pulses, melt them down with frickin' fire, because we got those. Take an iotane. For reference, if you are unfamiliar with what the Zariman is, the Zariman is a colony ship, basically, that went horribly awry. Basically, the idea is they tried to do a void jump, think subspace jump in, like, pretty much every sci-fi novel or movie. But wound up kind of messing up a little bit and got sent into subspace itself and just kind of got, you know, screwed over. So they went over there. If we go through this little void bubble, there we go. I got a little lost. They got stuck in the void. That's the idea behind it. Oh, lanthorns. There we go. A Void Plume Quill as well. Might as well do that a few more times. Get the,
Why does it feel like we're moving?
Get the bounties we can.
Repeat.
So, yeah. The colony ship goes through a void jump, tries to get to another galaxy, fails, gets stuck in the void. And the void has some weird corrosive properties. See, the void is used for subspace jumps because it has this thing that they refer to as untime. Basically, it counts as you being at all points in time at the same time. The things. So, you're not really traveling through time and space so much as you're traveling out of time and therefore space, and then bopping right back in at a given point. At least that's my understanding of it. However, the void has some interesting corruptive properties. It can result in the people going crazy, like what happened on the Zariman, where basically every single adult person just went fucking insane at once. It can result in giving you some weird space powers, as is with the Tenno. It can do all sorts of weird stuff. Are you good, game? Huh. There's a few different things that can happen. But ultimately... Okay, are we just stuck in loading? Okay. Looks like we're stuck in loading. Tragically. Ultimately, it depends on a few factors. I don't know what those factors are. It just seems to be, like, whatever DE needs it to do. That being said... There are some interesting factors that, not factors, things that you can do with the void. Naturally, you can jump in it, but apparently you can also make things sort of phase in and out of reality, have some weird properties, depending on what you need it to do. You can also do all sorts of weird junk with it. Oh, that's still going. 4 days, yeah, I got time to just do it in the off time. Looks kinda like Skyrim shouts. What, the Zariman, or... I'm not sure what you're referring to there. There we go. And the powers that I've been seeing. You're not wrong. The difference between Warframe powers and Skyrim shouts is that while Skyrim shouts are based on a...
It's for extra credit.
Okay then.
Don't fret about losing.
Yeah, we don't have a
Zariman
Zariman accolade.
Just remember.
I don't know what that is. Skyrim shouts are based on a timer-based system, whereas most Warframe abilities are based on an energy-based system. Depending on the way you build your Warframe, you can also modify the effects of these powers. Right, I need to actually grab a bounty before we do this. You could do a all power build. You could do an all range build, all duration build, all efficiency build, so you can spam the abilities.
Over here for a second. This ship is now a fortress on the threshold, and we are her defenders. Go and visit hell upon
There we go. Some Warframes are based entirely around actually using their abilities. Some of them are based around having their abilities boost their weapons. It really depends. There we go. We're back into it.
Welcome to the Greenway.
Heh.
We shall never comprehend how great are your gifts.
Come on. Let me hit something. Apparently my aim is trash right now. I need to get that little... Yeah, there we go. The side mission before we go in.
Keep defending, please.
So yeah, I built Meg up for a few things. For one, maxing out the power of her abilities, and for two, making her range as great as possible. As for our operator here, I guess Drifter, that's mostly making the amp that they're using as strong as possible. And part of that
Great work. Keep moving.
involves just modding it out. Well, no, actually, the Sirocco doesn't even have mods. It's just gilding it, and that's it. Huh. Frickin' Orican, and their gold everything.
There's a terminal. Plug in the thingy and keep it in one piece.
Some abilities are very targeted, some abilities are very open. Mag's got abilities like Pull, which does this. It's a reverse foos. It yanks things towards you. She's got Magnetize, which sucks in bullets towards an enemy, as well as enemies towards that enemy, so you can cluster them up and then go a little ham on them. Like this. And now all the bullets just go straight into there, as well as all the enemies. It's basically, it's a way to make sure that your bullets hit. She's got Polarize.
Okay, scrubbing the system.
What's that? Oh, it's one of those orbs. Polarize is a big old pulse, which restores shields on any allies or yourself that it hits, as well as stripping enemies of their shields and armor. And finally, she's got an ability called Crush, which crushes enemy armor and bones under extreme magnetic force. Charge that up so that we can use it later on. In addition to that, every Warframe has their own passive abilities. For example, if I remember correctly, Mesa just increases the damage of her offhand weapon. Whereas Meg's thing is that her bullet chumps suck in drops. Yeah, Warframe's a little different from Skyrim in their abilities.
This system's back online. Find us another.
Onwards to the next one. For maximum looting. Exactly. It allows you to basically, if you're already full on energy, you can drag energy orbs over towards allies who aren't quite as free to run around as you are.
Terminal in sight. You know what to do. Okay, scrubbing the system.
What is this thing? Looks almost like an amphitheater. Well, I broke his armor, so there's that. Okay, the Thrax can move pretty freely. So there's at least a few factions here at any given time. There's the Thrax, which are some sort of weird combo of Void and Grineer.
Keep defending, please.
There's the Void Angels, which are just hungry for Void energy or something. That's kind of it. And then you either have the standard Grineer or the Corpus. The Grineer being here for putzing around with the Reliquary Drive. A finger that is used to go through the Void. And the Corpus here just kind of for profit. They just want to loot the ship. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what they're here for. That's it.
You just brought an entire sector back to functionality. I'm proud of you. Take a well-earned break.
Thankfully, Meg is kind of anti-Corpus incorporated. It's pretty hard for Meg to have a problem when it comes to Corpus. She can and will body pretty much any Corpus she comes across. Because most of her abilities do magnetic damage, which is a pretty immersive system. It's pretty decent. I don't know if immersive is quite right, but it's pretty decent.
I'm here, darling.
Somebody called their Kuvalich over. Okay. I don't really want to run all the way over there. Different Warframes, wrong wording, fair enough. Yoink. Hello, Osprey. It has a lot of detail. Yeah, it's a complicated system. It's a complex one. And that's even before you take into account, Warframes all have their own abilities, as I mentioned. Some of them are very gimmicky. For example, you got Labos, who doesn't actually use energy. He uses cooldowns. And on top of that, you have the Helminth system, which allows you to take one ability from each Warframe, a pre-specified one, and slap it onto any other Warframe you want, allowing for some real shenanigans to occur. This game's been out for a long time, and they've been adding stuff pretty much constantly, so yeah, it's a complex system.
Membrane's still holding. For now, somewhere, there's a version of me who stayed behind on Lua. And I hate her.
Heh. Living feather ripped out. Alright, so what do we need to actually rank up?
Goodbye for now.
We need a bunch of void plumes.
Kill stuff, repeat.
That's the weapons guy. There's the bounty guy.
We should be doing more to recognize
Downs,
your work.
okay. Seeing the studio in a documentary. Fair enough.
No quarter.
I can respect their work. There's some things about them that I'm not a fan of, but otherwise, they do great work, honestly.
Playing host to Misfit. Let's see what twisted wonders the Void
Give me that
has
pinion.
created.
Fashioned into a harmless decoration. There we go.
I'll see you later.
Because they removed a cash farm from their game. Yeah, yeah.
Let's make this place.
I respect the hell out of the fact that they will allow you to get any prime without having to pay for it.
Constantly.
On the other hand, there's some things that I don't like
Let's
about
go
it.
forward in mutual trust.
Here we go. This probably comes with some storyline to it.
Here's what we've got, such as it is.
I mean, that's cool, but I don't think I want all these. That's a lot of random junk. Free Orican Lua Globe. Oh, that's nice. Eternal Eradicate. Damage to amps. Sorry, not orbs. Amps. Cascadia. Critical chance on headshots. Reset. Reload speed. Oh, wait. These are some... Not all of them are for amps. Amps. Secondary. Primary. That's pretty good. On operator ability. Okay. On lethal damage, become invulnerable for 5 seconds and recover 60% health. That's not bad. Globe lights, globe base. I do want this moon. Yeah, there we go.
They didn't go quietly, did they?
They all knew a big jump was coming. Not a safe, controlled sequence of bursts, but a single, mad leap.
So the people found 1,000 ways to say no.
And I denounced them as filthy traitors.
So Yanta was the one who
had no choice.
actually said that they had to do the big leap.
Eternalism dictates that we always have choices. They believed me, and now they're dead.
Huh. Okay.
Trusting you'll get it done.
Huh. So Yanta, being the Archimedean, the technocrat, she was the one who actually said that they had to do a singular leap, and that's it.
Welcome to the Great Wave. Success of our voyage is on you.
Huh. So at least now we know who the hell actually, like, caused the whole leap accident. We don't know why, but we do know who. Interesting. Not super useful, at least in my opinion, but I mean, it's nice to know. I do really like how they keep, like, adding in a bunch of free updates that don't cost anything, which is pretty freaking rad. I respect the hell out of any development studio that can actually pull that off. But still, I think they could get rid of some of the more grindy aspects of the game. There we go. Kinda indie. Yeah, not quite indie. They are still kind of a AAA type thing. What the hell was that? What the hell is this thing? Looks like a universal medallion to me, but what?
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
I mean, I guess we can just use this. It's not draining my power. Yoink. Hee. Gun reloaded. don't know what the hell this is. But you know what? Our secondary is pretty solid anyway, so it's fine.
Job done. On to the next.
The concepts that they come up with in this game are frickin' wild, and I do love them quite a bit for that. The sheer creativity of some of these ideas behind them. No, they made up a whole little bit of like a science lesson on how the frickin' void works. Bop him in the head. There we go. Samurai with guns, robot people. Yeah, pretty much. Hell, the Dax are pretty much just Ronin. That's what they are. I'm sorry, but that's it. Cybernetic ninjas with guns in space, the collectible MMORPG. That's basically the tagline here. Boost our shields as well as our allies, while also shattering the corpus. That was a hell of a light show. We're gonna need a lot of this plasm, just in general. Because we need like 200 for one of Jar's bits.
Job done. On to the next.
Your organic brain's capacity for learning is virtually limitless, meaning every child.
Okay. Wait, so what happens if I feed this ball into...
Often right where they're supposed to be.
Oh! So that's just a way to get void plumes. Hmm. Wait, so if it's dispensing void plumes, why? Void plumes aren't just... Those are part of the Void Angels.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
So were Void Angels a thing beforehand? I'd be surprised, because this seems like it's kind of a Zariman thing. Huh. We should see a Void Angel somewhere around here. Should spawn in.
Systems are waking up across a whole sector. I'll send some cleaning drones in and get it ready for use. You did good.
I wonder if we'll get to see the Zariman, like, fully, revitalized and online. That'd be kind of cool. Where the hell am I going? I'm a little lost. Ah, this way. A mission might actually finish. Yeah, Warframe isn't too great with making a update that works very well at the first, you know, first release. But it's fine. They're throwing these out a lot anyways, right? They may want to use somebody else soon.
Things seem tough. Nora knows, but believe.
So, thanks for the credits, game. I appreciate it.
System a better place.
So we know what those Zariman things are.
It's worth it. All of the headaches and frustration and being wrong over and over is worth it.
Huh.
Oh, goodbye then.
Good to know.
All the hands we can get, ready to deploy you wherever you... Let's go forward and
So we need
mutual
10
trust.
veins, dear god, that's a lot. But otherwise we should be fine. Bounties. Have we gotten
No problem.
Gyre yet?
We stand or fall together.
No, we haven't gotten Gyre yet, but we should do some other things now.
All possibilities are real.
So yeah, the Void.
Remind
The
them
other thing
who
that
the
can
Zariman
happen in the
belongs
Void
to.
is the fact that when it comes to the Void, there is no such thing as a either or. They do go with the whole multiverse idea. Basically, in the Void, you can theoretically access basically every possibility, from my understanding. It's just, you know, I assume damn near impossible to make sure that you actually land in a specific one. At least that's my understanding of it. I'm thinking after this bounty we should probably switch out to some other Warframe so we can play around with some other abilities. The only question is which one. Or we're stuck in the elevator, okay. Well, switch now then. Hildy would allow us to pillage a bunch of shields and use that. We got a few of them. The only question is which one do we use, right? We got Hildy, who's entirely based around shields. She doesn't actually have an energy pool, she has a shield pool. Gara, who is amazing at just defending. She's all about glass. Hydroid, who's a pirate, and he's really good at farming. Go figure. The Huntress, Avara. I'm currently using Harrow as my leveling one, because he can massively boost critical. Which allows you to make some use of pretty much everything. There's Meg, which we've already seen. Equinox, who is passive and aggressive in equal measure. Rip and Tear, who is a Rhino build. Rhino being Thick Boy. Chroma, who I haven't actually used all that much.
Stand by while I analyze.
And then there's
the intelligence
Titania, who's just
profiles
not that
of the
great,
alien.
but she's still one of my favorite
Error,
Warframes.
Not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
I'm thinking we go with Hildy here. Warframe. Max out, that's good. That'll help out a little bit. Contamination Wave, Inner Gaze. Increase energy for Amps and Void Beam. Increase energy regeneration rate for Amps and Void Beam. Power Transfer. Amp critical damage for 5 seconds on switching to Operator. 20% casting speed on switching to Warframe. First ability consumes all energy to increase damage for 5 seconds. Deal 4% additional damage for every percentage of energy consumed. 70-second cooldown. Oh yeah, change Sling. And then Sling Strength. Adds 10 to 20% ability strength for 10 seconds. That sounds really freaking good, actually. Being able to just sling around and then immediately get back to it, that sounds pretty freaking useful. It looks like they made farming for Focus a lot easier, which I do greatly appreciate. We are going to have to unlock others, but still. While on Void Sling, press the left click to dissipate the endpoint in a 7.5 meter radius. Enemies hit have a 50% chance to create a short-lived void mote that replenishes 5 energy on pickup. Megas Husk, Megas Vigor. Huh. okay. Can we throw a lens onto Hildy here? Because she's already maxed out. We can channel affinity into focus. Unairu, Vazarin. We're using Zariman at the moment. Meterai. Actually, are we using Zariman? What are we using right now? I guess we can just base it on which frame we're using. So Hildy is all about being a real thick shield wall. Zenuric might be the way we want to do that. That'll work. We got some arcanes. Now we get a little bit more focus every time. Any affinity that we get that's excess, we can toss directly into focus in schools that we're not currently working on. So, Hildren, what is she? She is a Warframe that has a gimmick. Her gimmick is that she doesn't have an energy pool. Her energy pool is her shields. So every single ability you use uses her shields. Right, I need a bounty. I forgot about that. Now, she also uses her shields for, you know, protecting herself. But she also has a passive that if her shields break, she gains temporary invulnerability for a little bit.
Go and visit hell upon them.
Now, she has a few abilities. She's got a, what is referred to as an exalted weapon. Basically a ability that uses shieldception, basically, yeah. An ability that gives her a weapon that synergizes well with her abilities. Or as I like to call it, barrier. Her exalted weapon is the Balefire Charger. This thing is powerful. It explodes violently and does plenty of damage.
Enemies will hit our exodampers first so they can fight unimpeded.
However, in order to fire, it takes shields. You'll notice every time I shoot it, my blue bar goes down.
Enemies inbound.
That being said, I'd say it's worth it. Her second ability, Pillage, sends out a pulse.
Send in your canister now.
That pulse, when it gets pulled back in, will suck in enemy shields really easily, using them to replenish her own shields. Her third ability, Haven, buffs anybody who's nearby. It buffs their shields vastly. When it wears off, those are converted into overshields.
Construction complete.
Finally, she has the ability Aegis Storm, which gives her flight, puts enemies up into the air, drains her shields like no tomorrow, and prevents the use of pillage. But otherwise, very efficient at doing his job. It is an amazing defensive tool, just in general. Alright, let's delete you real quick. Hello, Dr. Putin. Well, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate it greatly. Hope you enjoy, hope you enjoyed the emotes. Welcome to Warframe. We have already completed all the, you know, the quests that were added. It wasn't really much, but it was something. I guess another thing that Haven does is it burns any enemies nearby. I almost forgot about that. How are your farming of how are your framing of wars going? Sorry, it's hard to say that apparently. It's going well, I'd say. We already finished the update, which is pretty freaking great. It definitely added a little bit more storyline. Oh hey, this is the one of the schools. Because yes, there were children aboard the Zariman when it went to hell and back. And they finally added in a Zariman tile set. Which, you know, gives a lot of... This run cycle looks so dorky. Well, it's Hildy. Hildy is, a pretty chunky frame. She's not exactly the lightest. How do I get to that void plume? Oh, through here. There we go. They also added in a new faction, being the Holdfasts. Oh my god, why are we so fast? Oh, it's because of... Right. These little motes that are surrounding us are from a Warframe called Wisp. Her thing is mostly support and summoning a portal to the frickin' sun. Because why not? We go this way. And one of her motes speeds up your movement speed, which just results in the Warframe devs turning up the speed slider on the run cycle.
Do not let this wave of scum take out that exo.
Portals are quite overpowered, yes. There are 2 frames total that use portals. There's Nova, whose powers involve... what if Warframe, but with antimatter? As well as creating portals that lob anybody who touches them into another area. Basically, it's just, I'm going to make a shortcut to that area by setting up a portal. And then there's Wisp, who just opens a gate to a solar flare and uses that to eliminate enemies. Yeah, let's just delete that guy. Alright, there's just some dude running around. Cool. So, as far as I'm aware, those are the only Warframes that really use portals. I guess you could count Limbo, but he's not really making portals so much as making null space. Slight difference. Void Angel is manifested.
Confirming a Void Angel at your location.
Let's see how well this Void Angel can handle Balefire. There we go. Eh, it can actually take the hits pretty well. Welcome to the abstract art section.
Trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop.
We're just gonna shoot it with our little void gun.
You can't hurt it while those dimensional orbs are out. Use your void body to absorb it.
Ah yes, dimensional orbs. There we go. And down goes the Void Angel. And it just sort of sticks there for a second.
Yes! It won't be shrugging that off.
There we go.
Think of throwing in the towel now.
If you'd like, I can try to explain it. It's a little weird. Warframe's got its own little lore and terms behind it. Okay, so the Void Angels are brand new, as far as I'm aware, to this update. The update called Zariman's Angels, go figure. Essentially, when the Zariman tried to make a gigantic leap from one galaxy to another, specifically, or sorry, not galaxy, solar system from one solar system to another, our solar system to Tau, it got into some trouble in the Void. See, the Void is this subspace area, similar to basically every single subspace you can think of in sci-fi. But instead of just being like a shortcut between 2 points, it's more like you're no longer in space-time. You're sort of in a place where it doesn't exist. What they refer to as untime. From there, you then hop back out from this untime into the standard solar system. But because they're making such a massive leap, whereas they would normally make a bunch of smaller ones, they got into some trouble, and they kind of got stuck in the void. Now, there's the things called Holdfasts. Most of the adults on the Zariman went insane and died, and they became the angels, but these Holdfasts are people who managed to keep their mind relatively intact. They're still kind of mutated by the void, but they're not quite fully mutated by the void. Quite impressive tech they got then. Yeah. In a space that does not exist at a time that will never be. Pretty much, yes, Dr. Pudum. For whatever reason, the reliquary drive, I'm not going to go too far into it, but it's a giant finger that was ripped off of this entity in the void, has started causing this weird song to resonate through the Zariman. And anybody who kind of loses themselves to it and starts replying to the song becomes one of the angels. Becomes abstract art. And that's basically my understanding of the angels so far. One of the weird things about them is that they're not fully real. Plume. These things are part of them. Barbed and half real, shed by a void angel. These things are funky. One of the abilities they have, as you saw earlier, was that, or is that they can retreat into the void and use it to basically soothe their wounds. That's fine. Okay, standing cab. Okay, so I can't actually get any more standing with them, but that's fine. We can still acquire things. So if they take too much damage, what they'll do is they'll retreat into the void, at least part of them will, and they'll recover in there. Where normally they would be basically invulnerable because nobody can really enter the void easily. It takes a lot of work to do that.
Unseal only those requiems you are authorized to recite.
Huh.
Corpus attack inbound. They're targeting the reliquary and the angels will take notice. Build armaments, safeguard the exodampers, and keep the drive stable.
Thank you, Cavallero.
Reliquary ahead.
But yeah, I'm not kidding. It's literally just a giant freaking finger.
Target them first.
This is the reliquary drive.
They're throwing more losers at you.
If you have any questions about any of that, by all means, I would be happy to try to explain it.
Send in your canister now.
Keyword being try. Hey, we got a friend. Neville Machine.
You got some Argosine. Go build.
Whose finger was that? That was the finger of entity called the Man in the Wall. From my understanding. The Man in the Wall being some sort of void entity that kind of just hangs out and messes around with the Tenno. And not like the fun mess around. I'm talking like, dare you take my deal? I will save everyone on this vessel if you take my hand, except that every other version of you is now dead. That sort of thing. It vibes, yeah. Let's swip over to our Nadaruk. With fulminating arrows. Yeah, very bad vibes. It can't... The only real benefit that exists with the Man in the Wall is that it can't really access reality very well. Don't get me wrong, it's trying its best, but it's not really able to do it very effectively. Galvanic exodamper. I don't know what that is. It sounds like it would give them electricity attacks if we let them get that down. On the other hand, the other thing that the Man in the Wall did was make it so that Tenno exist. He is very much related to the Tenno in a way. Not by blood, but by... he's kind of the source of most of their powers. Delete. Balefire, delete. Interesting that they made it so you can't pick things up while you're bullet timing. Or sorry, bullet jumping. Entrati Lanthorn. I don't know what the hell a Lanthorn is. I'm gonna look that up actually next time we're in the Huh. So they calculated that would be an amazingly good chance they would just succeed. But it didn't. We pranked him and got his finger. Not quite. The finger reliquaries are actually even older than the Tenno, way before the Zariman. Way back when, there was this gigantic nerd by the name of Albrecht. Albrecht was the guy who found out how to do void jumps, how to get into the void. Using what was called a Seriglass Bell, basically a giant bubble made of a fancy glass. Albrecht was the first person to encounter the Man in the Wall, and from my understanding he was nearly replaced by the Man in the Wall, but he was able to pull himself back out after his bell shattered and closed the gateway. The Man in the Wall almost got to him, but the gateway closed around his finger. And that's how you get the finger reliquaries. Or sorry, the void reliquaries. Whatever you want to call them. Reliquary drives. The gigantic fingers. They're really frickin' old mummified fingers of some void entity. Some eldritch abomination that they used to jump around the solar system without much worry. So it happened more than once. Apparently, either they managed to replicate it or the thing just keeps showing up. Because our comedian Yonta, the new character that was recently introduced, said they wondered how many reliquary drives were in the system. And then they mentioned that as long as containment is up, not many anymore. So it kind of implies that they just sort of replicate? So long as you don't protect them? Which is really freaking weird.
Heading right for the reliquary.
I'm not sure how to take that. Oh, they're already applying a bunch of status ailments to it. That poor angel. There we go.
The angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop.
Hello, giant abstract art. Straight into the abstract art gallery.
Use your void body to absorb them.
There we go. Geronimo.
Now it'll stay. These wasters are fighting like their lives don't matter. They're driven. I've seen that kind of fury on this ship before.
Huh.
Once.
Interesting. I wonder if he's referring to when the every single person of drinking age went insane. Maybe that's what happened. The void tainted their beer, and that's what caused them to go insane. Void plumes. How the hell do I get out of here? Oh, hey, it's Ballas. That ass. Smarmy little bugger. Okay, then. So, yeah, from what Archimedean Yonta said, that kind of sounds like they replicate or something. It's weird. Endo. And some Void Plume Quills. Really? No luck with Gyre. Alright, so. Which is a really weird idea, because every single finger we've seen so far, and we have seen more than one, has been pretty much the exact same. So, equipment. Nope. Equipment. Inventory. What the hell is a Lanthorn? It's still like I know nothing. A ceremonial beacon used to map void locations onto real space. Okay. Welcome to Warframe.
The Archimedean, it's worth it. All of the headaches and frustration and being wrong over and over is worth it.
What do you got for supplies? Not much of interest, just Kuva, which is... it's a thing. Kuva has its own freaking can of worms.
You're not ready to fight. Just keep
Everyone pulling together. This place is one bad decision away from heading straight back into hell.
Granum cares about wealth, make his scavenging operations cost him dearly. We can't let Cephalon Melika become unstable. Oh, that's her name. Okay. She wants to teach, so play along.
Remind them who the Zariman belongs to.
Okay, then, Melika. Cephalon Melika is a teacher Cephalon. She was basically put on the Zariman to teach the Tenno before they became the Tenno. She exists. And boost Melika's morale. That's nice. Wonder what happens when a Cephalon becomes unstable. Oh, we're stuck in the elevator. Maybe we can head up somewhere else. Head up one of the areas pretty much freely. Tavul Commons, Everview Arc, Calico Perimeter. I do appreciate that they added nodes to allow us to just do the quest that we want to do. That is a nice little touch. Hello, fellow Warframers.
Greedy, plundering Corpus bastards have come aboard without permission. Mow them down without
Delete.
second thought.
Melody is pretty effective at dealing with Corpus as well because she just steals shields. And these Shield Osprey definitely help out. Boost our allies' shields, because we can.
Keep fighting. I'm loving this.
Alright then, Cavalera. Delete Osprey. I do like the Balefire Charger, for no other reason than the fact that it just launches enemies is hilarious. Now we got some... Those dudes. Thrax. That's what they're called. Apparently the Grineer have become such a menace that they've imprinted onto the Void or something. I don't really know what the hell's going on with them. I know one of the Grineer Queens is very dead, but I don't honestly know much about them. They kind of just exist.
Independence and toughness are important, not just in school, but in life.
Hello, Melika.
Let's have that queer thing to
Meh.
No Zariman accolade?
There we go. Any... What the hell are you?
Corpus goons are gone back to
Oh, they got shields.
Arbos empty-handed. You
All
sent
right.
them running.
They did do a recent... It looks like they did a pretty recent rework of XMI units as well. Which is pretty interesting. Okay. I went straight there without doing the Melika thing. Huh. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, sure. I don't know what he's doing out there, but okay. What the hell? Okay, then. They're an operator at the moment. Those are some cool wings, though. I get the feeling that's part of the pack that they usually put out with updates. They just give you immediate access to some of the equipment. Without having to do any of the farming or anything. Yeah, they tried. There we go. Okay, that person has a new core. Nice.
Another job well executed.
I am so confused. Hello, Cuddlin. How you doing? Welcome. Gale Force Dawn. Heavy Scythe. Okay. Welcome to Warframe. The aliens. Yeah, sorta, not quite. Warframe recently put out an update. We're just doing that. We will go back to Exanimus after this. Well, to put it more specifically, we'll go back to Exanimus next week.
Plenty needs seeing to.
I just wanted to do the update because it sounded really cool.
Void cascades on multiple decks.
We did the story missions already. It was actually pretty freaking quick. Unfortunately.
Remind them who the Zariman belongs to.
It's called Zariman's Angels, which goes into the colony ship that first created the various Warframes. Well, not the Warframes, but the piloter of the Warframes. Yeah, we'll do Exanima next week. Because this only came out like today, so it's really fresh and I really wanted to play it. See what the hell the Zariman's Angels were.
Welcome to Nolago Proof. Do not disturb the Archimedes.
Activate Haven so that we can boost our allies' defenses. Further rip out the shields of everything nearby. And then blow things up.
Flagon, you're my favorite little meat grinder.
Okay, then. I'm just gonna forget all of it in the next 2 seconds. If you want to explain, that's fine, but, like, you know. Hey, fair enough. That's absolutely fine. It's Warframe. The storyline doesn't really matter all that much, the gameplay. I mean, it's great to have the lore. Don't get me wrong. I do appreciate the fact that they put the effort in to make a bunch of lore, but... If you'd like, I can just explain whatever you want me to explain, and that'll, hopefully narrow down whatever you want me to talk about. I don't have a perfect grasp of what the hell Warframe's story is, but I do have some grasp of it. You could Google it. It is a hell of a twisted web. Ooh, somebody found a void plume. Nice. Hey, I'll enjoy myself either way, so don't worry about it. Warframe is a dangerously addicting game, so... What the hell's that down? Oh, it's down here, okay. Never be worried about bothering me by asking to explain things. Don't really like games like that, like this? That's fine. I don't mind if you just pop in and hang out for a couple of seconds. That's absolutely fine. I'm not going to tell you how to spend your time, you know. Pop up here. Deal with the Eximus. Yeah, it's nice, buddy. That's not going to save me. How the hell do we deal with the new Eximi, though? I'm here because of you. And I got bodied. Well, I still appreciate it. So the game doesn't really matter. Well, thank you. I'm glad that I am entertaining enough to pull you in regardless of the game. What weapon are we currently using? We're using our non-exalted weapon. We're gonna need that vein for frickin' standing reasons. Because this game does have standings and all that we have to pay attention to. Down, I guess? Yeah, it's down. And weird abstract art. Standing reasons. Yep. Warframe has a bunch of factions. One of those that we're working on right now that just came out is the Holdfasts. So we had to go down there to grab a fancy void feather in order to, you know, get it to let us have more stuff. It's one of the things I'm not a fan of, but, you know, it's something I'll deal with. There we go. I don't know what it is about the Balefire Charger that's so satisfying.
Now, it's not dormant anymore.
Huh. Where's that angel?
Helmets and boots full of blood all over the deck.
Wow, Cavaliero's bloodthirsty.
Broken. I'm kind of impressed.
Welcome to the abstract art enemies. Warframe really likes them. This is just one of the types of abstract art that you can fight.
Follow it and stop.
This is the newest ones they've revealed.
You can't hurt it while those dimensional orbs are out.
Who knows what the hell a dimensional orb is? There we go. Right back in. Oh, they already took it down. Okay, then. Well, that's fine. Welcome to the abstract art enemies. Before the Void Angels, there were the, what are they called again? The Sentients, right. Warframe likes to do some interesting things with its enemies. They don't like doing standard designs. There's no just soldiers or anything. Grineer are all mutated monstrosities that are the result of genetic cloning for like thousands of iterations. I'm stuck with it. Okay. Well, that happens. You've got the Horrors that are the Grineer, you've got the It bailed. Okay, then. No, it's over there. Okay. Yeah, falling is a thing. Sadly. Into the abyss. Out of the area.
Now it'll stay.
There we go. Nice and easy. Cascadia accuracy. That's nice. But yeah. Oh, hey, there's Gyre. Where was I? Right. Those are one of the funky abstract art enemies. You got the Grenier that are a horrifying genetic abomination that has occurred due to thousands and thousands of clones upon clones upon clones, and you just sort of have like these errors that keep building up until they're basically genetically failing and have to be like 75% metal in order to survive. You've got the Corpus, who are just basically ANCAP but in space. They worship money, that's all they care about. They have a literal prophets of profit, that's what they call themselves. You got the Warframes themselves, which are horrifying. You got the Infested, which is the Plague. Well, it's more like the Grey Goo, but it's all organic. It doesn't care what it infects, it just kind of infects. It can infect meat, it can infect metal, it can infect data, it can infect literally anything. You got the Sentients, which are machines sent to terraform Tau, another solar system that the Zariman was trying to get to. That went a little rogue. And now you have the Void Angels. And the Holdfasts. The Holdfast being technically dead, but not dead because they're in the Void. Sort of half and half. Let's actually switch to something else so that we can, you know, play around with a few new abilities. Maybe Mesa. Mesa is a pretty funky one. Let's see. I've got quite the collection. Let's switch from Buff Lady to somebody else. Leveling so that we can show off some frames. We've got Harrow, the Suffragan of the Void. He's got the ability to basically boost himself by flaying himself. He's got a bunch of chains. He's got a real sort of like Inquisitor vibe to him. You got Ash Prime, the Ninja. All of his abilities are based around ninja shenanigans. So he's got Smoke Bombs, which turn him invisible. He's got Shuriken. He can Shadow Clone Jutsu. Going to bed? Fair enough, Cuddlin. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a good sleep. You got Atlas Prime, the Rock Elemental. His abilities are based around stone, turning things to stone, and making stones fight for you. He just really likes rocks. Thanks for the short entertainment. Well, I'm glad to have entertained you at least a bit. I hope your rest is good.
Are you enjoying the view?
Banshee, who's all about sound and more importantly, making it very quiet. He's a hard rocker. Banshee Prime is all about sound and the nullification of it. She's all about setting people's audio to 0%. Chroma Prime, well, the wings aren't like built in. He is based around like dragons and shenanigans. He's able to change his elements, the elements of his abilities to some extent. Yeah. If that little motion didn't explain everything he's about, yeah. Ember Prime is about burn it all down. She's got abilities that set herself on fire, set enemies on fire, set the environment on fire, and generally just burn things down. Equinox is passive-aggressive. She's got two forms. I keep forgetting Equinox isn't a he. She's got two forms. She's about duality, with the night being passive and the day being aggressive. Excalibur is Weeaboo Swordsman, and this one specifically has an extra helmet option. This one, which is horrifying. His whole thing is that he's got a fancy sword and he really likes using it. The Exalted Blade. He's also got a few other abilities that are just useful, but that's mostly what he's got. Frost Prime is all about cold. He likes to build snowmen and snow globes. Gara is all about glass. She's a defensive frame. She sets up glass walls, turns enemies to glass, that sort of stuff. Garuda really, really likes blood. I mean, loves blood. She's about bleeding enemies out, using their blood to make projectiles, and then using those projectiles to break enemies. And I think we're going to use Grendel. Grendel's Warframe. He eats enemies, he spits enemies, he rolls around like a giant meatball. He's just disgusting. Hi, Droid, Pirate Frame. He summons tentacles and can turn into water. Inaros is the mummy. He turns to sand. He has the ability to make enemies into sand puppets for him to fight with. He's basically just Egypt. Yeah, there we go. Ivara, the jellyfish frame. She's all about stealth, hunting, and all that stuff. She has an exalted bow, which allows her to use a bunch of arrows to cause various effects, like the stealth arrow, the sound arrow, the draw wire arrow, which allows you to make a little path to go around whichever direction you shoot it in. Lavos is an alchemist. All of his abilities tie into each other and can be used to modify the typings of his abilities. They can be used to make his abilities do basically any damage typing you want. That's basically the gist of him. Oh yeah, and he's got some snakes. Limbo. Limbo is bad at math, and therefore constantly breaks the universe and makes these null spaces. He is the god of defense. Nobody can do defense better than Limbo. He's very bad at math, though. Loki is the trickster frame. He's all about making duplicates. He has no abilities that actually do direct damage, but he is ungodly sneaky. Yeah. Mag. Magnets, how the hell do they work? Well, you've already seen Mag. Mesa, a rootin' tootin' cowboy. She's all about her gunslinging and making it so that your sidearms do way more damage. As well as having a stance that allows you to just turn on aimbot for a second. Mirage, a jester. She's all about illusions and making those illusions very lethal. She has a bunch of abilities that are all trickster based. She can booby trap equipment. She can booby trap. What else she can? I forget what she can do. She can make a bunch of doppelgangers that also shoot. Yes, the bullets are real. She can booby trap equipment. She can make herself really, really dark or really, really bright. She basically just turns up the contrast. And finally, she can send the disco ball out. The laser disco ball. Which does radiation damage, I guess? Let's just switch back to Grendel, because that's who we're using for the next few rounds. Necros, spooky necromancer. His abilities are increase the ability to loot by making enemies drop items twice, summoning a bunch of shadows which fight for you, and punching people's souls out of their body. We've got Neza, the trap. He is all about, well, mostly aggression and moving quickly. He can make a large line of fire behind him wherever he goes. He can throw his chakram and cause it to ignite. Well, not ignite. He can throw his chakram and then teleport to it in a burst of fire. He can make himself pretty tough and hard to kill with his overshields. He's basically just move fast, break face. Nidus Prime. What happens if you leave a Warframe out in the sun for too long and let it get all moldy? He is the infestation frame. His ability is based around mutating himself to the point where he becomes basically unkillable. He summons infestation spots and uses those to murder his enemies with. As he steadily gets more mutated, he gets more moldy. He starts getting kind of fuzzy and gross. Nova Prime. What would happen if we gave a Warframe antimatter? She's got abilities that throw out droplets of antimatter, prime enemies by coating them in antimatter, create wormholes, and use antimatter as a shield. Nyx Prime, psionics that were just used for basically mind control shenanigans. She can throw out darts that break armor. She can take over enemies' minds and either make them work for her or just kind of send them into disarray, making them think everybody is a enemy. And finally, she also has telekinesis, which allows her to make a bubble of no you. Oberon Prime, Paladin. He is all about punishing enemies for aggression. He's got some good crowd control. There's not much really theming to him. He's very nature-based, but that's about it. He's something. He's a nature paladin. Octavia, Doot-Doot-Dootaroo. She's all about songs. All of her abilities are based off of a song that you put into her before using her in combat. And those songs basically turn it into DDR, because you can get buffs based on if you actually manage to hit them in the right timing. Revenant, the cult leader. He gets a bunch of enemies to fight for you by possessing them with Eidolon energy. He's also got some really spooky abilities involving spectral lasers. He's very weird. I don't know how to put him. Rhino Prime, or Rhino. Rhino is he's the glue eater of the squad. He's able to tank himself up with a bunch of armor, on top of his health, on top of what little shields he has. He can stomp the ground to make enemies fly in the air for a bit, literally stomping space-time hard enough to shatter it a bit. That's their description, not mine. He's able to make really angry noises to buff his damage and his allies' damage. He's basically just an absolute unit. Saren Prime. She has high heels, as well as a breastplate, but she's very toxic. She's got spores that she deploys onto enemies. She can make her attacks and her allies' attacks become toxic as hell. Her whole gimmick is that she's trying to cultivate her little garden of spores on enemies' faces, while stomping on those faces. Sevagoth, the Edgelord. He is the Davy Jones character. He's all about railjacks and his spooky Edgelord self. If we equip him, you'll notice we got Sevagoth's Shadow. This thing. He is the true edgelord. He will accept no others. I hope you're proud of me for making a toxic pun. Fair enough. That is some remarkable restraint there. Sevagoth's Shadow has his Shadow Claws, his sheer edge. He's got a total of 2 Warframes he can do. His whole game plan is switching between Sevagoth and Sevagoth's Shadow. I'm gonna go back to grabbing Grendel so I don't forget later on. He's very edgy. Titania. What if every mission was a space mission? Her thing is that she's got a bunch of little tricks that she can pull out of her abilities. She can make enemies float. All of the enemies float. She can make one enemy float. She can take tribute from her enemies. And she can go into tiny form. Which allows her to fly around and shoot from on high. Basically breaking the game because no enemy is designed for Arcwing except for specific Arcwing enemies. Trinity Prime, the designated cleric. All of her abilities are based on healing and improving on your opponent or your allies' stores of energy and health. She can make an enemy into a health pinata. She can make the enemies give off waves of energy, even though your allies are probably going to shoot that one to death the moment you pop it on them. She can bless her allies to quickly heal them and give them overshields, and she can use enemies as little defensive buffs for herself. And yes, she is absolutely a Daft Punk frame. Valkyr Prime, the Berserker. She is all about going incredibly mad and murdering everything with her claws. She also has the ability to Spider-Man around the arena with her Rip Line, which can either pull enemies towards you, or if you target a solid object, pull you towards that object. She has Hysteria, which makes her become invulnerable, but rely entirely on melee. She has Warcry, and she can also just dump her shields to do paralysis and hold enemies in place. Vauban, the boring guy. This guy is all about tower defense. He's got a pretty solid defense game to him. He throws out Tesla Nervos, which are little orbs that latch onto enemies and give them little shocks. He's got a collection of mines, which can be used to either boost your directional velocity. Theoretically, you can also use them for tethering enemies to it, or just have them play the game with the Flechette Orb. He's got Bastion and Bastille, or sorry, Bastille and Vacuum or something like that. You can either hold enemies at bay with a giant wall that holds them in the air and locks them in place, or you can suck them into one giant black hole that immediately ruins everybody's bloom effects. He also has a photon repeater, but honestly, the giant space laser is not the most effective tool in his arsenal for some reason. I don't know why. Volt Prime, all about electricity. He can make walls that protect you from getting shot, while also letting you shoot out and buffing them. He can churn your speed up to 11. He can also just zap things around him. Oh yeah, and he's got Lightning Bolt, because of course he has Lightning Bolt. Wisp, the, well, yeah. DE did some interesting things with her design. She has no feet. But she has the ability to set down moats that buff your allies, just passively. She has the ability to make enemies go insane and attack each other, as a few do. She can also send out a copy of herself to draw fire and teleport to if she wants to. And finally, she can summon a portal to the frickin' sun and send solar matter directly into people's faces. Ureli is the gimmickiest of the gimmicky Warframes. She has a fancy... yeah, Feetless Maiden, exactly. Ureli has a K-Drive, which is basically a sci-fi surfboard. She can ride it around in basically every single map. It's a bad idea to ride it around in basically every single map, but you can do it. She has some of the worst abilities that I've ever seen, in that she has snares that you have to deploy multiple times in order to get to work properly. Aqua Blades that serrate around her and cause bleeding damage to enemies who get caught in them. But if you max out the range, they don't hit nearly as much. She's the meme one, yes. And she has a crowd control effect that actively prevents you from just spamming it to do a bunch of damage. Zephyr Prime, a bird. Zephyr Prime is able to fly. She's able to cause a bunch of turbulence that makes it so that you just can't get shot. She can... if I remember correctly, she can speed people up, right? She's got tornadoes, which allow you to basically just suck enemies up into them and make them helpless. Turbulence makes the windshield. Airburst allows you to launch enemies towards it. Oh, you can actually send them flying or tap to launch, tap to pull, hold to send. Okay. And Tailwind is what lets her fly. She can also dive bomb on enemies. And that's basically the... okay, then, Zephyr. Frickin' Birdly, the Warframe here. That's the general gist of all the frames that I have. I'm still missing some. I don't have... I don't have Zaku. I don't have Wukong. Zaku is a broken frame. Her thing is that she's 4 Warframes thrown into one. Wukong is, well, Wukong. I'm missing Protea. I'm missing... Korra, the cat frame. I don't have Goss, the gotta go fast. I don't have Gyre because I just don't have Gyre. Any others that I don't have? I don't have Baruch, the pacifist, who will pass a fist through your face. I don't have Caliban, the sentient one. But yeah. Welcome to Warframe. We're going to be using Grendel, and we're also going to equip him with some actually decent weapons. Let's use the Opticore. I haven't used that in a while. We're not using this dinky little blade. We're using something a little chunkier. There's a lot of frames that exist. And around half of them have a Prime variant. Prime variety. Time to meme! We're playing Grendel, the Warframe. He's all about eating enemies whole and then using them to fuel some of his abilities. Oh yeah, and he can turn into a meatball. He can make a Katamari Damacy.
The Corpus have triggered the deployment
Also, he
of
says
possessed exolizers. Deployed all together, they will cause an instant void cascade. I can stagger their deployment, give you time to purge them, so they can cleanse the ship instead of corrupting it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
possessed exolizer is spitting out contamination.
God damn it.
Use your void power to purge it.
Pretty much, yeah. Chunky frame. Allow me to illustrate what I mean. The moment we get back to that exo thing. Cascade watch.
That got their attention. Enemy forces moving to
Oh,
your
I need somebody in me. Never mind. I can't eat the Thrax. Cool. That's really good. I'm glad they thought of that. Actually, what I would be best suited for is dragging enemies into the area. Ooh, that's an angel.
Possessed exolizer located.
Let me eat you.
Purge it and make it work.
So let me eat you. Ooh. Why can't I eat any of these enemies? It's really weird. Should be able to.
The enemy has triggered the release of a possessed exolizer. Purge it before it pumps out even more void contamination.
Where's some enemies that I can abuse? Lucifer is down. There we go. Meatball! The meme ability.
Working on backups.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Sadly, you can't roll enemies up into your gut, but still. There we go.
Exolizer
He
under
exists.
assault.
Yes, you can projectile vomit your opponents directly onto your opponents for some memes.
Purge it before it makes the contamination
Still.
worse.
He is a lad. Of course. Why not turn your enemies into projectiles? Really? Elite crewmen cannot be eaten now. And using his abilities just flat out kill whatever's inside. Huh. There we go. I can't eat the Thrax, sadly. This is a tragedy of the highest caliber.
We just lost an exolizer to possession.
Bonk.
Get it
Bonk.
back.
Bonk.
Exolizer spent.
What would happen if we just used our Warframe and nothing else? Ah yes, he also has a ton of health, so there's that. He is one chunky boy. Let me break you, damn it.
We're down an
That's fine.
exolizer. Working on backups. Void contamination critical. Do these invaders have any idea what demons they have invoked upon us all? Our enemy has abandoned valuable supplies.
Okay, then.
Yours now. Extract yourself
I'm not
when you
against
need
that. Yeah, you're mine.
to. Exalizer spent.
Yoink! Void plume down. Oh, there's some void plume down there.
Cascade
All right.
intensifying.
What's down here? No, that's not the way to the. Okay. Interesting though that these exist. Huh. I may be slightly lost. And slightly low on power. Where the hell am I? There's the void plume. Where the hell am I? Oh, hello. Possessed Exalizer deployed. Huh. Fire some Iotans, because we can. God, I need more energy on this guy. This chunky boy.
Spent Exalizer has been retired. Keep those manifestations away from the Exalizers.
Sadly, I can't drag them into this area now. It used to be that you could just eat way too many enemies. I do mean way too many.
Enemy bounty secured.
Oh, we got a Saren here. Alright. It's not bad. So these things run on Oro, it seems. Oro being some sort of a life force that pretty much everything has. I'll take that void plume. Even if it's damn near impossible to see. Might as well grab you. Thank you! Let's carry this guy over to the Exalizer, shall we? Yeah, there we go. Delivery! Because that's a thing Grendel can do. Grab an enemy and just drag them over. Why not? Delicious feast.
We just lost an Exalizer to possession. Get it back. Keep any roaming Thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud.
Where are ya? Any enemies that we can use? I got one. Wonder just how much damage Regurgitate does to the enemies.
Spent Exalizer has been retired.
Ah, this place is creepy. Where are ya? Got him. The Great Myth. Where are they? Ah, they're over here, eh? What the hell are these things? Weird. They seem to be little damaging areas, so there is that. We might want to avoid going into them in the future. Wake Void Angel. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, screw you too.
This cascade is growing out of control.
Do some serious damage by feasting on them.
Exilizer spent. See what you make of this.
I need you. Missed flat out. Okay, then. I really need more energy. If only I could get... I guess I can use these, though, right? Got it. That's all that mattered. Yeah, the roly-poly isn't the most amazing ability. It does exist, though.
Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
Here.
Contamination levels going in the wrong direction.
So you can leave it in meatball mode.
Keep any roaming thrax away from
There
the
we go.
equalizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud.
Smash that. Prevent him from doing anything.
Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
There we go. Any other enemies that we can... Eh, no, we can't get that one. We died too fast.
Working on backups.
Anybody else? Looks like somebody gave Gyre Molt. Which is an interesting idea. Huh. Deal with you.
We just lost an Exilizer to possession. Get it back.
There it is.
Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exilizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud. Spent Exilizer has been retired.
Got him. Alright, so we just need to make sure that they don't really get any of these Exilizers without getting annihilated.
Working on backups. Contamination spreading.
There we go. Let's bring this guy back. Is that a Baruch? Kind of looks like a Baruch.
Exilizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse.
Oh no. Silly
Alright
kiddo.
then, go look. Haha.
Let me show you how.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Their time is running out. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exilizer until it discharges. That'll nip this cascade in the bud.
Delete it with some blasts. There we go. That'll help out. Hopefully. Wait, I can try to eat enemies inside of the nullifier? Really?
Exilizer spent. Our enemies
That's
folly is
interesting.
your game.
Hespar. We may want to bail from here. Just a little.
Exolizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination worse. Keep any roaming threats away from that exolizer until it discharges. That'll nip this
Any
cascade bud.
threats? I can eat you.
Avoid contamination dropping.
Ooh woo. Ooh woo. Cascade, watch. Alright. We should be fine for now. We're getting a little bit more
Same
back.
time tomorrow?
Yeah, let's actually call our own Kuva Lich. Ooh, a Lanthorn. That's nice. Could be useful. I'm not sure what these gold balls are for. I guess it's just to indicate where the ranges that they'll actually pick up.
Has been retired.
Strange.
We're down an exolizer. Working on backups.
I think we're getting to the point where our gun might not work too well. We might want to convert to something a little more chunky for our frame here. Thankfully we have something. It's called the Mossalon. Because that exists. It's essentially an artillery cannon that's been modified to actually be usable.
Out of control.
Yeah, one of our own is not handling the fight too well. They're trying their best. Delete.
Cascade is approaching.
I said delete.
Your time is running out.
There we go. This will certainly help. Do they have rabbit ears? Huh. Can't say I was expecting to see rabbit ears on a Warframe, but okay, sure. Excellent. Okay, suddenly the screen just goes wild. Got him.
Keep any roaming thrax away from that exolizer until it discharges. That'll make this cascade in the bud.
Deal with the Thrax. Hopefully we can get rid of it.
Void cascade losing steam.
Thrax Legatus, eh? I have eaten 10 enemies. There we go. That'll do some damage.
We just lost
The game didn't know what the hell to do, but there we go.
Get it back.
Grendel anti-crowd control. Dear God.
Exolizer spent. This discovery might interest you.
Huh. Credits.
Down an exolizer.
Cool.
Working on backups.
Yeah, good luck.
Contamination spreading.
Ow. Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I can't survive this anymore. I just don't have the armor to handle it.
Those void nightmares are hell-bent on one thing. Manifesting more nightmares.
Get the hell out of here. Alright, so we need to...
Marking a possessed exolizer. Deal with it while you still can.
Yeah, we need to deal with those. Oh, god damn it.
Spent exolizer has been retired. Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out.
There it is. For the world. go, deal with you.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out.
Let's see just how much damage we can do here.
Cascade receding.
Ah, that only got him to take some toxins. Toxin stacks. That's certainly something. Grendel's doing his thing. Oh man, no roly-poly. Bonk, bonk. Yeah. Just keep bonking enemies, it's fine. There we go. No nullifier now.
Cascade intensified.
I can barely see while I'm rolling around. Oh god, what the hell is happening? My vision is bugging the hell out. There we go. Oh, Jesus. There we go. I guess it didn't like me eating the nullifier, huh? Gave him indigestion.
Cascade is approaching critical levels. Your time is running out. Spent Exilizer has been retired. Struggle has its benefits.
Back out. Look at that shield! Jack shit, in other words. I think we are approaching our limit. Just letting them know. You gotta make sure that they're aware, you know. Where is escape? This way? Yeah. The Sarens definitely noticed, yeah. Get the hell out of here.
Cascade intensified.
There we go. Interesting that that's a sling now.
We just lost an Exilizer to possession.
There we go.
Get it back. Keep any roaming Thrax away
I think
from
that
the
went well.
Exilizer until it discharges. That'll nip this Cascade in the bud.
I think that went well. Alright, Void Cascades. Those are certainly a thing. That is Tragedy, Void Plume Quill, Void Plume Veins. Lanthorns. I don't know what the hell to do with Lanthorns. Let's actually see if I can find it. Warframe. Lanthorn. What the hell is a Lanthorn? I don't know. Interesting. Maybe it's on some other part of the map. That might be it. It might be that we have to have Lanthorns in order to do certain nodes now.
You seek rewards, Hunter?
Sure, Cephalon War Crimes. Those don't require Lanthorns. No new nodes there. What about Sedna? No node. Really? I don't have any use yet, huh? Sort of exist. There's the Joris Golem that I haven't done yet, but... Huh. And the last one is a Void Flood. Can't say I know what that is, but hey, let's go for it. Grendel should be useful for that, right? Grab a bunch of enemies and yank them in and then spin them back out to get some thrust, maybe? I don't know.
Enemy activity has
Alright.
enraged the Void Angels. They're ripping the Albrecht membrane, exposing this entire ship.
Oh yeah, it's
Void
this
Flood.
one.
I designed this system to deliver Vitaplast directly to void ruptures.
Unfortunately.
It would have been nice if that design worked in practice. Gather up nearby Vitaplast and bring it to the ruptures.
Yeah. What the hell is Vitoplast? Mag might actually be pretty helpful here. Yoink. There we go, sealed back up.
Wow! Vitaplast sealed that rupture.
Wow!
Just as I knew it would. The Angels
Naturally.
have torn open another rupture. Fill it with Vitaplast before this whole ship goes topsy-turvy.
So, from my understanding, the Albrecht membrane basically helps protect you from the Void. They're kind of like the Warframe's... not Warframe. Warhammer's Gellerfield. It protects you from all the shenanigans that go on in the Void. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, hey, we got an Octavia here. Cool.
Oh look, you sealed a rupture. Not bad.
Yeet. And there we go, another quill. There's a rupture over there. I can go seal up. Huh, that's a nice looking roller ball.
Void floods have a tendency to wash in terrible things. One of those things is approaching.
Oh,
Do
lovely.
be careful.
There we go.
Interesting.
There we go.
They can be destroyed. I have opened an escape lift for you. Use it when you need it.
Yeah, roly poly. I do appreciate the meme frame potential of Grendel here. He is an interesting one, to say the least. Freaking wild frame. What's over here? Is this where the new area is? Might be. The sexiest frame in the entire game. I mean, he does say ooh ooh every time he uses his nourish, right? I mean, you gotta admit. Also, that armor, though. Hehe. I'll charge that up. God damn, Grendel, why? Why must you exist? He's not even a very easy frame to actually get, either. He is wild. You gotta do, like, specialized missions for him that require you to not use mods. It is painful. You are mine. Thank you. Bonk. Bonk. I don't know what it is. This is just fun. Was that what you were doing when I left? What, rolling around? Like a madman?
Something just changed. Any fighting difficulties to report?
Riot moas. The Void is starting to modify the effects of the arena. Lovely. Ooh. That's good. Ooh. I'm sorry, but who? Let's clear this out. There we go. Delicious. Bonk. Oh my god, you can modless missions. No, no, it wasn't. Well, maybe. I don't think so.
But if you can't, I have marked an extraction point.
I've had Grendel for a while. He's just obnoxious to farm out. Okay, what the hell is a Skitter Girl? Yeah, I've had Grendel for a little while, so... He's just a chunky boy. We've been using a variety of different frames to do these missions. Grab that Summa Cord. The Offering. Where's some Vitaplasts? I wonder what the hell a Vitaplast even is. Vita implies life. What the hell is that?
I'm so very sorry about this. One of the fears the Void likes to manifest is childhood anxiety.
Oh.
Meet the repressed fears of teenage Hunter. I call her Skitter Girl. She's a thief.
Huh. He steals all the Vitaplast we have. Okay then, that's a
You may
thing.
notice combat conditions worsening.
Huh. Okay, then. So the void can manifest feelings into physical... I guess that makes sense. We have already seen it do that with Harrow's operator. So that does make complete sense. It's just... I wasn't expecting to see that thing be a thing again. Throw that into there. Ayatan Saw. Nice. I wonder if they're going to add more Ayatans in. Other than the ones that you can just purchase for standing. Grab these. Since we are a thick boy. Okay, there should be another one over this way that we can collect. Oh, great. Yeah, she's around. Might as well grab that Ayatan. Oh, we're just carrying a guy around? Okay. Sure. I mean, I didn't remember picking one up, but okay. Sure, we'll take it. Got it. Straight up here so we can empty it. There we go.
Maximum void saturation. Seal some ruptures or get out of there.
It's a little bit more.
Void saturation is approaching critical levels. Critical levels can kill you. Shall I explain further?
Heh. Sure, Yanta. Explain further, please. How exactly would they kill us? I'm curious. Do go into great detail. Collecting the blue by making you unalive. I mean, that's not inaccurate. Fair enough. Fair enough. Ah, great. Here she comes.
You have reached maximum void saturation. This typically results in death.
Thank you. Hey, we sealed it. Roly-poly go burr. Bonk. Bonk. Thanks, Grendel. Thank you for knocking him over. That's appreciated. There we go. I don't know, maybe you get untimed into a point of time where you're just dying in your deathbed or something. Who knows?
Should you need a break, self-extract at the marked location.
We should probably bail, given we got full saturation last time around. Yeah, that seems like a good idea to me. What I would like to see is if it were to show off the... Okay, so it does show off the big orbs that you can collect, but it doesn't show off the small ones. Because that would allow me to pretty easily see, okay, I haven't quite gone over there to grab the orbs yet, so I can go grab that. Rather than having to, like, manually look around and hunt them down. I wonder what's with all those circular or not devices, shapes that it likes to make. That void contamination. Looks a lot like those, how do I put it? There's a specific, quest that gives you a Wave Rider Graphica. Think a comic. It looks kind of like one, those things. Wonder why.
The void flood has completely saturated this area. Failure to seal those ruptures immediately will result in, well, total failure. Not good.
There we go. Just vibing now. I think we have time for a couple more missions, and that's it. Yeah. I do like the design of this. It looks really cool. I kind of wish there was more story to it. Like, have a few nodes where or not nodes, missions where it's specifically like a set design, and then you go through it and like find each of the holdouts, or the holdfasts rather.
Plenty need seeing to. Void Angels.
That'd be really cool. I think they could do a better job at introducing these guys.
Keep them out.
But it is still really cool. Gotta admit. I do like the aesthetic of it. I do like the design of the Void Angels. They look really freaking badass. And I kind of like their mechanics too, because it allows you to... It breaks up the pace of the combat a little bit. So it feels more, you know, dangerous. I don't know. I think they did a good job on the design in general. Like, look at that thing. Jesus.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
Well, that didn't work out. There we go. Ability not ready, you say?
Job done. On to the next.
Like, that little spire there is just really cool. I would love to grab the scenes for Capture specifically just to take a look around and see what the hell is going on. Do you eat one Eximus by any chance? Can't seem to nom them. Yeah, I wish I could.
There's a terminal. Plug in the thingy and keep it in one piece.
Nor elites. For some reason, I think they really narrowed down his devouring window. Ah, there's a weird bug going on. Interesting loading.
Okay, scrubbing the system.
Alright, roly-poly. I don't know why, but that is always delightful. Boing, boing, boing. Hello! Bonk.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
There we go. And delete enemies by rolling into them, it's fine. There we go. I'm not sure what's with those little, like, overshields on top of them. What exactly are they?
This system's back online. Find us another.
It's weird. Alright, we can't really focus too much on that. We need to go to the next system. We can get over here pretty easily.
Terminal in sight. You know what to do.
Hey, over here.
Okay, scrubbing the system.
Woo. Well, he dealt with all the enemies by just melting them down, I guess. Or not, okay. There's a slight bug, it seems, where it seems like the enemies that you devoured disappear the moment you try to use, like, the nourish abilities or anything. It's really weird.
Nearly done. Keep defending, please.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. And I wish I could still eat the Eximus units, because that would be my go-to target every single time. I can't eat the Void manifestations, sadly.
You just brought an entire sector back to functionality.
There we go.
I'm proud of you. Take a well-earned break.
Thrax. I wonder why exactly the Thrax exist. Why are the Greniers so important that the Void actually starts making them out of their manifestations? It seems weird. Weirdly specific. I hope they answer that in the next update they do. Because that seems like it would be a very important thing to know. There we go. Anything up here? There's a Void Plume that we can make use of. I kind of want to grab it. Question is, how? Aha! My mouse appears to be having some issues, but that should be... There we go, better. There's a little strand in the way. It should be dealt with, though. Should be dealt with. God, I really need to clean off the bottom of my mouse again. I always get so dusty, you know? I think we got time for one more bounty. Total. Chunky boy. Thick boy. Assuming people actually hop into the pod, we can go. At least. I think they could have done a better job. Yeah, I really think they could have done a better job at dealing with the finding of the holdfasts. Just randomly waking up to them and seeing them it seems like it's kind of... They missed an opportunity or something there. Like having you actually explore the Zariman and find them. That'd be really cool. I don't know. I don't know if they didn't do that because of limitations or something, but I still feel like they could do a little better at that. I think we'll do one more mission. We'll expend all of our gained focus, because holy hell, we gotten high on that. Then we'll call it a night. That seems like a good idea to me.
Everyone pulling together. The Albrecht membrane is shot to hell. We're getting void flood alerts almost constantly.
Boost Meliko's morale, Holoco perimeter. Assault the Grenier, Tuvil Commons. Sure, we'll do that Void Cascade.
Weapons with a touch of the board.
Shouldn't take too long, right? Right. Void Cascades will allow us to basically grab enemies and yank them directly into the cascades. Basically, speed up the collection.
Welcome to Tubal Commons.
I wonder what this is like. Tubal must have been something impressive.
Marking a possessed Exalizer. Deal with it while you still can. Exalizer online.
Let's see if we can land some interesting hits.
The enemy
Oh, hey,
has triggered
Vayne.
the release of a
Nice.
possessed Exalizer. Purge it before it pumps out even more void contamination.
I do like how it automatically marks the veins and plumes that you pick up. That is always nice. I wonder if my arc gun would work on this. Because the arc gun does void damage. So theoretically it would work. Huh. Plus it's a heavy weapon, so I mean we don't have to worry about health there.
Exalizer under assault.
Deal with you.
We're down an Exalizer. Working on backups.
What's with those shields? I don't know. Bob to Bildar. Okay then. The host bailed. Ah well, what are you gonna do, right? Rude.
Those void nightmares are hell-bent.
Uh-oh. Did my game just crash?
Manifesting more nightmares.
No, it didn't.
Spent Exalizer has been
That's
retired.
good. That's certainly something.
Marking a possessed Exalizer. Deal with it while you still can. Exalizer suppressed. Purge it before it makes the contamination
great.
worse. Keep any roaming thrax away from that Exalizer until it discharges. That'll make this cascade.
That's just what we need.
Exalizer online.
Yeah, there it is.
Possessed Exalizer located.
Well, we're just gonna have to deal with that.
Keep those manifestations away from the Exilizers.
That's nice, Shadow Stalker.
Exilizer spent. The Void Cascade just hit a new level of intensity.
Yeah, that didn't last long.
You have no idea what it could manifest. Contamination levels going in the wrong direction. Our enemy has abandoned valuable supplies.
Nope, can't use it.
This is yours now.
Tragic. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to bail from here as soon as we can. I'm sorry, what? Is that a statue of a Tenno dabbing?
We're down an Exilizer.
Uma Delicia.
Working on backups. Contamination subsiding.
We need to kill a lot of Grenier in order to get the hell out of here.
Extract yourself when you need to.
Yep, we're extracting. We're getting the hell out of here. I'm sorry, but I don't think we can handle this. Or not. Maybe these guys think they can handle it? Maybe? I don't know if we can, though. That's the thing.
Cascade intensifying.
I'll pop the question and see if they are willing to. Because this is about too much for us to actually deal with properly.
Cascade is approaching critical levels.
Really?
Your time is running out.
Because it's getting up to the point where we're about to go into impending.
We're down
or even
an
higher.
Exilizer. Working on backups.
Cascade minimal. That should do it. Yep. Alternox. Ooh, that's nice. Oh yeah, we'll take that. I think we did decent. At least a little bit. Void Plume Quills, and then leave the squad. There we go. Now we do still have to do a little bit of background work, making sure that our our focus is properly spent. Let's see if we can... Actually, given that we got the deal, that would probably mean that standing is also refreshed. Yeah, that's a lot of focus to get that up there. 30% efficiency on consecutive void slings, that'll definitely help. 30% ability strength. Dear God, sling strength would make it a very strong thing to do, to just basically pop out into your operator and then just bounce around the field for a bit. Reinforced return. I would like poise, but reinforced return also sounds nice. That'll help. So we should be able to exchange a little bit more with him.
Operator? Is that a pun? I will attempt to
That
bypass this fault.
would theoretically work? So what the hell is a chrysalith? It sounds a lot like chrysalis and, you know, lith. Lith meaning stone, so I guess... stone shell or something like that? I guess?
Now, students, nobody's perfect. Not even a Cephalon.
Eh.
It seems I have misplaced your Zariman accolades.
Okay then.
I know I had them safely stored, but something seems to have happened.
Okay then, Melika. Let's see.
Everyone pulling together. This ship is now a fortress.
What do we need to rank up? Veins. Void gel orbs are fine. Alloy plates, credits.
One hand for yourself and one for the ship.
Huh.
Weapons with a touch of the bold.
Look at all the precious little... The hours I spent struggling to understand eternalism, and here you are, embodying it.
Okay, then. We need the veins. We don't need the downs. So we should be able to just exchange that. Yep.
I'll see you later?
Indeed. Unfortunately, I think that is about all the time I have. I need to go prepare some food before D&D. I need to go drink. I need to go do all that human stuff, you know. Gotta do that stuff. If you happen to be on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you join us sometime. Goodbye, YouTube.